Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 666. And yes, you did hear that right. It is episode 666. And we got a strange amount of crazy trolling villains in our community. They're very excited about episode 666. We'll talk about the number 666 in a moment. But welcome in to TWA's first ever Ladies' Night. It is going to be one hell of a thrill ride. We got an action-packed 10-match card, 7 championships on the line, and they are going to be bangers from tone setter to main event. You don't want to miss a single solitary second of the show, so hold on to your lug nuts because it is most certainly time for an overhaul. But before we get into anything, of course, we've got Luke the Gooner 94, of course, as always, and Boss Apollo is here today. They are both here. How are you guys doing? What's new and exciting?
So far, so good on it.
You're all right, Luke, and so far, so good, Boss Apollo says. Did you guys do anything interesting today? Now, Boss, I know you work later. You got 2 jobs. You got to go to your nursing job, is it, from 5 to 8, and then security job from 10 to 7, or is that backwards?
No, that's right.
That's right? Okay. How come your nursing job, wouldn't the nursing job pay better?
Yeah, they do pay better, but they do pay better, like...
You can't get more shifts?
On weekends, you get paid more on weekends.
Yeah, but what pays more per hour? Nursing or security?
The nursing job.
The nursing job? Okay, so could you not just pick up more nursing shifts and say, fuck security?
I could, but they could, but I only allowed to work 47 hours a week. I can't go over 47 hours.
Okay. And you need to work more than 47 hours a week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But my security, I make $1. I make $1 more on my nursing.
$1 more an hour? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So it's not that big of a difference. So if it was like, $5 or $6 difference, you could just say, well, screw security. I don't even need to work more than 47 hours now. Okay, gotcha. What? So like, what is the dollar per hour? I mean, if you don't mind.
Yeah. All right. So basically, at my security job, I'm at 16.25.
Wow. And your nursing pays 17.25?
Yeah.
You know what's fucked up about that? Like, we have PSWs up here, personal support workers, which are basically traveling nurses, kind of. They're not allowed to administer, some aren't allowed to administer meds or whatever, but they go in and they help people in their homes and take care of them and do things that they need to for that family or whatever. So they're not even working at a hospital or anything like that. They're making like $22 an hour to start, and they get paid gas mileage.
Yep.
Nurses, you're talking high 20s, probably maybe even early 30s now to start.
Yeah, see, traveling nurses, they make more. They make more than like nursing home people. They make way more money.
Yeah, well, see, here they're basically the same thing. The ones, well, except for the actual head nurses that are in the nursing homes, but here they have PSWs go into nursing homes too. They have their main nurses, but then they have PSWs come in so that it frees up time for other things. But nurses make a lot more than PSWs do here. A lot more. But PSWs make quite a bit of money. Like I said, they usually start off around $22 an hour plus their gas mileage. Unless they don't drive. Obviously, they're not getting it then. They should get an extra food allowance because they have to walk. But the minimum wage and the dollar per hour up here is a lot higher though, and that's simply because things inflated so much up here. They have no choice. To have people. Well, they still, minimum wage still isn't enough, actually, to be fair. A lot of capitalists like to argue that, but it's true. Nobody should be working every single week and struggling to survive.
Yep, I agree.
Right? It's not like anybody asked for the government to spend billions on shit they don't need to and overinflate everything, to the point where, everything from logistics to regular customer service just shot up in dollar per hour. It had to. Otherwise, you got a bunch of working homeless people. You can't have that either. So, but I know people that work 40 hours a week and struggle. Like, it's just a thing. You know, you got bills and food, and rent is ridiculously high here. So.
Yeah. No, I say it's crazy because the cost of living going up by pay standards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, up here they do adjust for that, but not enough. Like I said, I mean, the minimum wage per hour here in Ontario right now, it just went up. I think I want to say it's $17.65 now, or something, or something like that, or $17.55. I don't know. Either way, it sounds good. You know, and people always think that, but the problem is everything costs so much that it's like making $10 an hour in the past. except for the past, things weren't overinflated, so $10 an hour is actually a pretty good deal. But you could save money back then. Nowadays, you got to have investments to save money up here. It's crazy.
Yeah, they have me too.
You know, like. Crazy prices, like over $3 just for a loaf of bread and stupid shit like that. But I mean, everywhere has their problems, you know. Some worse than others. So you just gotta find the positive in everything, right? Yeah. So Luke, we were talking a little bit about hockey earlier. So Luke, as we all know from the past couple of shows, now a fan of hockey, is enjoying himself watching it. He's become a personal fan of the Detroit Red Wings. That's going to be his main team, his favorite team. But now he tells us that he's got a second team that he thinks he's going to enjoy watching. What team was it, Luke?
It was LA Kings.
The LA Kings. You know, they've had some great players, that team.
I like LA. I also like LA. I think LA teams basically. Like, I like the Lakers of basketball as well.
Wayne Gretzky once played for the LA Kings. They've had some great players over the years.
Really?
Yeah. LA Kings have always been a fairly solid team. I mean, you know, they've struggled to, just like Toronto and a lot of other teams, as far as regular season and trying to make the playoffs and or try to remain in the playoffs, you know. But still, though, solid teams. They usually put together good teams. So I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. What the fuck do I know? I don't even know. We don't even know what a Stanley Cup looks like. We forget. 1967, man.
I felt that way about Arsenal. We won 9 years, but we won the trophy.
1967. That's ridiculous. You know?
And I thought 9 years was long waiting for Arsenal to win a fucking trophy at one point in my life.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's been a long time since the Toronto Maple Leafs have hoisted a Stanley Cup.
One day they do win it again. Though.
I mean, they've won lots of Stanley Cups, but that's because they won most of them when it was still the original 6. When the NHL first...
Well, they call it different.
Well, when the NHL first pulled away from the WHL and formed their own actual National Hockey League and actually had their own rules set, and because there was early NHL, then there was the NHL when it became the NHLPA, etc. But when it first derived and came into fruition and it into existence, there was only 6 hockey teams. So, but it quickly expanded. Yeah, even the Ottawa Senators back in the old days won a Stanley Cup. So that was like I want to say it was close to the 1920s. I think it was around 1918. I think they won one in 1911 maybe or something. It was a long time ago anyways, you know.
How many playoffs have the Red Wings won then?
The Red Wings, at one point back in the late 90s, won 2 Stanley Cups in a row.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's a tough thing to do. This year, the Florida Panthers are going to try and three-peat. It's
like,
been
one of the only teams to do it.
It's been a really long time since any hockey team has been able to win the Stanley Cup 3 years in a row. It's hard enough to win it once, much less 2 or 3 times. Like when you start winning Stanley Cups. Well, yeah, they're double champions right now, so they're looking to three-peat this year. Yeah.
That's incredible,
Isn't it? Isn't it? That team is full of Canadian players. It is. When they won the Stanley Cup last year, they had 11 Canadians on the team.
Really?
Yeah.
The whole team's full of Canadians.
Pretty much. Yeah, but you look at a lot of teams, it's like that. You're going to see a lot of.
Is there any English ice hockey players that are decent or not?
I'm trying to remember. I know. There's a lot of Russian players, Swedish, Finnish.
Ice hockey is quite popular in Europe.
You know, there's been some really good German players. So yeah, there's been. I mean, the world has produced great hockey. The Americans aren't as good as the rest of the world at hockey, but they are definitely trying to steal the game. They are, man. They keep putting. Like, you know how many teams have gone to like Arizona and Minnesota. Now they're talking Carolina again. Like, so Minnesota's had 2 teams because it failed. They moved. Then they got a team back. You know, you get tired of seeing that. Arizona, they had the Phoenix Coyotes. Then they were the Arizona Coyotes. You know, they just. And now that, you know, but yet Canadians can't get a fucking Canadian team. Apparently we have enough. There's 32 fucking teams. Go count the Canadian teams, man. It's disgusting. The Quebec Nordiques should be back, or if they want to be I don't know. I still think they should scrap the Nordiques name and go and steal their minor league team's name and become the Quebec Bulldogs. But Quebec always produced good players and great teams that rivaled Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, and Quebec had a great rivalry. You know, Hamilton, Ontario could have a hockey team. They're always worried about ticket sales for certain things. Like, well, they might steal sales from Buffalo. Well, if it's that fucking close, I guess they can go back and forth. You know, they can watch both. Who says they're not gonna? And Americans will cross the border to come watch hockey if it's that close. They come across to watch wrestling, hockey. They do it all the time. But Hamilton could have had a team. Should have a team. There's probably a few spots. But Gary Bettman does everything in his power. Unofficially, of course. He'll never admit to this shit. But again, 32 teams. Or is there more than that now? Is there 34? I forget. But go count the Canadian teams. And you'll giggle. You will giggle. The Canadian sport became Americanized. Bam, just like that. But...
Oh, it became American organized. Fucking hell.
Pretty much, yeah. Yep.
It's like Americans trying to come over here and take football from us. Like...
They don't even know what football is. They think it's that gridiron football stuff that they play. Well, that's what it's called. Like, they just call it football, but it actually is called gridiron football. But it's like, I've never...
I think that's one reason I can't really get used to that type of sport.
I used to like it. I don't... There's been a lot of changes to the game and crap. And stuff went on in football that I didn't really care for, like deflating balls and rigging games for betting purposes, stuff like that. It kind of ruined it for me, but football at one time was a great sport. I mean, most people, like, Americans live, eat, and sleep and breathe football. They love it. But I've never and we've talked about it more than once, but I've never understood calling it football. They don't even barely use their feet, unless they count running, I suppose.
I know they punt it up.
Well, yeah, they punt it, and they got to kick a field goal, etc. But I mean, that's the only time they kick the ball.
But the sport called football, they really don't kick it that often.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
Well, I mean, I guess the game doesn't. I guess it doesn't really matter. You can still enjoy the stuff.
I still like Pigskin Combat. Oh, I turn that down. Mufasa, I see you. Leo King is in the house. Moon Raider is also in the house. Welcome in, guys.
He's saying, like, sometimes Americans get angry when you say this.
Well, yeah, because they worship football. Football, I mean, the Super Bowl trophy, especially if you're from, like, Texas or some shit, like, that's like a deity to you, man. That's like the golden, the holy grail. The golden calf, you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing else matters, as Metallica would say. But I mean, yeah. But I used to like football a lot. I used to like the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. They were my teams.
So, like, you can still like the sport, right?
Oh yeah, I still watch it from time to time. I just don't like it as much as I used to. You know, I can't not. I mean, if I turn a channel and football's on, I can't not watch. I have to. I just have to do it. But
You just have
I
to
like
watch, right?
I like European football better. I like rugby better too. How has rugby never become a bigger sport? That fucking game is a lot of fun to watch.
I don't like rugby.
My dad got to the point where he was loving rugby more than football.
Rugby is a lot of fun to watch. I think we've mentioned this before, or we talked about it before, is what I meant to say. But did y'all know that fucking cricket is the second most popular sport in the world?
It is?
That's what I said. I'm reading the fucking article and going, what? Cricket? How the fuck? But I don't know. It is apparently crazy fucking popular. I've tried to get into cricket. I like to learn about new things, right? Sports included. And when I was younger, I never really was introduced to cricket. You know, as I was getting older, I had no reason to watch cricket. I didn't have any friends that watched cricket. You know what I mean? It was just one of those things. And then one day I'm flipping through channels and it says cricket. And I'm like, cricket is on fucking... Oh, so I clicked on it. And I'm watching it. And I had no fucking idea what they were doing. At all.
Yeah, what is cricket?
Well, it's a weird game with a paddle that looks like you'd use it to move a canoe.
It's a little thin bat. You hit the ball, right, and you run from base to base, but that's only up and down.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, yeah.
It's just... You know what else is a cool game?
It's boring as fuck, honestly. I'd rather watch golf.
You know what else?
It got 2.5 billion fans.
Wow. 2.5 billion?
Yeah, it says
cricket fans.
2.5 billion fans. And
wow, that's
cricket
insane.
Is really popular in Asia, Australia, and the UK.
Yeah, you know what?
Due to the
oh, the Aussies love cricket, man. The Aussies.
2.5 billion. No wonder they're making so much fucking money. You know what else is a cool sport that should have become a bigger sport was lacrosse.
Yeah.
Why the fuck has that never become more popular? That is a lot of fun to watch, lacrosse. It really is. Originally, lacrosse was Canada's national sport. I don't know if it still is, and that sounds funny because most people relate us to hockey, not to... Except for Gary Bettman. Mr. Gary Bettman. I mean...
Canada, I don't think of hockey like hockey.
Like, I'm not saying we should have more Canadian teams than there are American teams, but how the fuck do we only have... Go count the amount of Canadian teams in the fucking NHL right now, and I think there's what? How many teams are in the NHL right now? Is it 32 or 34? Yeah, let's do that. You know what? We need to get the show on the go, too, while we're having these conversations. Hey, it's the first ever TWA Ladies Night. It is an all-Vixen villain evening, and it is going to be one hell of a thrill ride. And not to mention, it is episode 666. We'll see how some people feel about that. You know, I know some will be excited. There's 32 teams? Okay, now go count the amount of Canadian teams out of that 32. But yes, some people will be excited about episode 666. We know who most of those people are. I mean, they're straight up villains anyways. Of course they would. But the number itself might bother some people. They might, skipping that show. You know what I mean? Some people are superstitious. So I could see it. Hey, hello. What's going on? Welcome in. How you doing? Fantastique. What's new and exciting? You're doing work? Like actual work, or... Ah, gotcha.
Y'all only got 17?
Right?
How you doing, babe?
There's 32 teams, and we got 7.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't that seem a little strange to you? Right? It's like, what the fuck? Hey, yeah, what's going on, B? What's new and exciting? Besides work, I know you're doing work, but nothing much. Yeah. Well, we were just about to get the show on the go because we've been sitting here talking for probably at least 15 minutes already, and haven't even acknowledged the fact that we even have a tone setter, much less anything else.
Press X and start.
Right. So we're going to get the show on the go right now. First ever TWA Ladies Night. 10 matches, 7 championship matches, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So the Vixen Villains of TWA are going to prove that they deserve to be in the spotlight, is what's going on here today. But here we go. First match of the day, it is Bull Nakano versus Mickey James. Team Infididoni versus Team Luke the Gooner 94. No holds barred is our tone setter of the show.
Start it right away.
It was told me to start it right away. Of course, that's why I didn't say anything. That's why I didn't say anything.
Unbelievable, that.
Unbelievable. Yeah, well, if I had told you, we would have been 2 seconds live, and you would have said, start the fucking show. We want to see Mickey. Or at least you do. Well, I'm sure everybody does, but specifically. Right? Say what? Mickey's first? Why are we not watching it? Alright, here we go. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Boss and I were talking about, because he counted the amount of Canadian teams. So 32 NHL teams. 7 Canadian. 7. You know, it's like, how did that become a thing? How?
How the fuck? 37? Fuck me.
Well, no, 32 teams. But there's only 7 Canadian teams. Is what we're talking about. It's crazy. Which means there's 25 American teams. It is kind of funny. At the same time, it is not funny, damn it. It is, it's kind of crazy. But it is what it is. You know? Here comes Bull Nakano from Team Infididoni. Has already gone to war with Mickey James on more than one occasion, as well as the coldest bitch on the planet, January, our current reigning defending Legends champion. So rivalry renewed here today.
Easily one of the most devastating competitors.
First ever TWA Ladies Night. Of course, we've done one other all-women's, I can't remember if it was a show or a stream preview. B, do you remember? I've tried to remember. No, me neither. How fucking dare we? Was it a show? Was it? Yeah, it might have been. Yeah. I think it was. I think it was our version of Evolution, wasn't it? I don't know why I can't remember. But anyways, we have done one, but that we've never had an actual show called Ladies Night. It's the first of many to come. TWA Ladies Nights. But they won't be regular shows. They'll always be treated as special events and or stream previews. That's something else the women have not done yet, is have their own stream preview. Well, they did, but I mean, it was a long time ago. Things were different. The competition is better. The rosters are deeper.
Understate just how important it is to go into the new year with momentum on your side.
Yeah, I think your volume kind of went down there, boss. You sound like you're, I don't know, on...
Can you hear me now?
Oh, hey, it's a Verizon commercial. Fuck yeah. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, somebody.
Oh, somebody called your phone. Well, I hope it was important. They interrupted the first ever TWA Ladies Night. Episode 666. How dare they? Yeah, B, today is episode 666.
Anything goes in this one-on-one, no holds barred.
Right? That's what, yeah, I know. Trust me, I had 1,000 things run through my head, and I'm trying not to talk about any of them. By the way, the HCW logo looks fantastic as part of the Ladies Night ensemble, if you will. Love it. Love it. Yep. We also have NPW on there simply because, you know, it's Team Infinite only, but EVW is on there. Now...
You put HCW on the ring?
Well, no, because HCW isn't an all-ladies promotion.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, you know.
Why does he want to go out? Again, I've literally just let him out 2 minutes ago. Why? How dare Buddy want to go out in a different game plan?
You
fucking swear to God.
From the top rope,
yeah, you got to train him better. Buddy, sit. Mickey's on. You wait. How dare you?
maybe she knew that wasn't going to put her away, but it definitely kept her down for a beat.
How dare Buddy want to go out when Mickey's on? That's fucking funny.
Just like that, sent out of the ring.
Wow. Oh, yeah. So anyways, what else can we talk about? We should talk about Braun Breaker spearing the shit out of Seth Rollins. Does anybody want to talk about that? So I knew it was coming. Here's the thing, though. Where the surprise element came in for me was they did it so soon. They'd only been a faction for 177 days.
Whip back into the ring. Boom.
Oh, is that legit? Oh, shit.
Roll off her back and forge ahead. Trying to work the leg here. Tendons and ligaments in the leg can be easily damaged by that.
When the fuck did I miss that? Somebody look that up.
Bull has got to get her wits about her.
B, if you're lying to us, I'm going to ban Boss Apollo.
Quick sidestep by Bull.
Oh my God.
She puts the brakes on that.
Well, cue Brock Lesnar at some point. You watch. You know what though? At this point, that might not be the worst of ideas. It'd be another Roman Reigns situation. Well, actually, it's an original Brock Lesnar situation. Roman Reigns just took over the friggin' Reigns for that one. Oh, Reigns. I see what I did there. Not even on purpose. That's clever. Anyways, it might be a good idea. Because here's the thing. I want to see Gunther versus Brock Lesnar. Yeah. You know what else I want to see? That said, I'd also like to see Gunther get a rematch with Cody Rhodes, but next time take his belt. How dare they? I'm sorry, but they even... I know he put over Seth this year, but he should have been putting over Gunther, not Seth. Seth's already over. Why does he need Cody Rhodes to put him over? I was... It was boring, but in comparison to Cody's, it was a gem. That's the problem. She's not wrong, though. Gunther's reigning... His Intercontinental reign was more exciting than his fucking world title reign. Like, what's with that? When he was IC champ...
I think
Well, we're not saying he's not awesome. We're saying his championship run was kind of shit.
all right.
Really had less than a second to stay alive there. Nakano could be on the verge.
Still, though, I think Cody still should have put him over, just because he's the guy that's probably going to be main eventing for years to come. But they didn't. Cody won the Crown Jewel Championship. Wow, there it is. That is it. That is all. The winner of the No Holds Barred matchup, representing Team Luke Gunner 94, and of course, Country Dominance, Mickey James with the big W over Bull Nakano. And I think Bull beat her last time. Now, mind you, it was a gauntlet. It wasn't a one-on-one match or anything, but still, I'm pretty sure she's the one that took out Mickey.
Wins to get her win back.
Yep. So Mickey James with a big W to start the show off over Bull Nakano. Both former Legends champions, too, by the way. Both former Legends champions. Brock versus Bobby? Yeah, I don't know why or how that never came to fruition. That was the most ridiculous, wasted opportunity in WWE history, I think. I mean, Bobby Lashley was just coming out of MMA and coming back to wrestling, and then ended up back in the WWE. Brock Lesnar was UFC champion, returned to wrestling, and he was there at the moment. So how the hell you have Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar on the same roster, and you don't take advantage of? Do you know how many tickets that would have sold? Now there's a headliner. Brock Lesnar, because I mean, they both have wrestling backgrounds, they both have MMA backgrounds. Bobby Lashley was also a boxer in the military.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I mean? So I mean,
he was the champion in Bedford.
For one of the possibly the first time ever, you'd have two gigantic men in a ring that can actually go. That would have been phenomenal. That would have been a hard-hitting match, too, though. Not a fucking chance they take it easy on each other. Yeah, they did. Well, they didn't mess it up, they just did nothing. Nothing. It's like, yeah, to this day, I don't get it. Unless it had something to do with Bobby and Brock. I don't know, who knows, maybe they didn't want to. I don't know. Anything's possible, I guess. Alright, moving on to the next match of the day. The Outlaws versus the Kabuki Warriors, both former World Tag Team Champions, both looking to get back into the championship conversation. It is the Captain, Dangerous Amber Extreme, and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, taking on Kairi Sane and Asuka. That is our next match of the day. Let's get moving. Which we probably should anyways, because, I mean, we talked for, almost 20 minutes before we even got to our first match. I mean, our audience probably went to the concession stand a couple times before we even started our first match of the night. I blame B, to be fair. If she had been here earlier... Well, if you had been here earlier, you probably would have jumped in and said, yo, like, are we going to have wrestling on this show, or... How dare you, Luke? I didn't tell you to chime in. I was talking to B. Gaslight. There is definitely two. Well, and Moon Raider's here too, isn't he?
Oh yeah, so yeah.
So there's three. But to be fair, a lot of the people that follow me on Twitch and on YouTube, a lot of them are from the UK, Europe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've picked up more American viewers lately. Oddly enough, where I fall short is Canada. Bunch of fucking Jaime bastards. Fucking Canadians. How dare all of them?
You used to stream at like 3:30 in the morning. I was fine.
How dare you? I've never streamed in my life. Actually, that's not true. That is not true. Before I became now solely a wrestling channel, I used to sometimes play racing, I played Ni no Kuni for a while, and I was actually going to do that whole... I was going to play the whole game and then move on to the second game, but one of my kids deleted my files.
What game was it?
Ni no Kuni. It's a JRPG game. And it was the first one I had even touched in 20 years, because RPGs and JRPGs, the history with those games, it was a lot of broken paddles, you know. There was a lot of it, you know, snapping my discs in half because I loved them, and we had a love-hate relationship. It's because I wasn't very good at them. But the thing is, I liked the stories. I always liked the artwork. I was always fascinated by how great a lot of game music was. There was different reasons to like the games other than to be good at it. But I was fucking terrible. Fucking terrible. Awful. Ghastly, grotesque, disgustingly bad. All of those things put together. And that's me playing an RPG game. Yep. But, I liked Ni no Kuni, though. It has a cool story to it. The artwork alone is worth watching. Like, it's very, very good. The animation, everything. Like, it's, the music in the game. It's just a well-done game, you know. Some people say it's childish. I see it as artistic. I don't see it as childish, I guess, because some people figure it's geared for kids. I don't know. I think anybody could pick that game up and play it, and I've seen people stream it, so there's that, right? But if you've never played Ni no Kuni, there's also a second one. Yeah, definitely check it out. Definitely check it out, especially if you like RPGs, JRPGs. A lot of people like JRPGs better than regular RPGs, but whatever it is you like, check it out. I do plan on playing it again someday. I'm still butthurt, though, so I haven't touched it since. I have not touched it since. But all right, here we go. The Outlaws versus the Kabuki Warriors. Let's go. But yeah. Yeah, but racing, hockey, I played Ni no Kuni. I believe I even played golf. Golf and hockey I tied into storylines. Actually, Archer purchased a hockey team. Then he went golfing. There was a lot of different things we did back then. But I mean, eventually I just stuck to what I was better at. And just kept producing wrestling content. Plus, I don't have time for much else anymore. Like, I have to find time, because work keeps me so busy, and then there's family stuff. Right? There's always family life. So these days, I have to go when I have the opportunity. Dangerous Amber Extreme is the reigning defending WCW Women's World Champion. She'll, of course, be defending that championship at Halloween Havoc. We have all of our number one contenders for each of our brand's world championships. Now everything else just falls in line, but I mean, there's a lot of tag team feuds and rivalries going on, so it won't be too hard to get those belts on the line, let me tell you.
Here comes Asuka.
I actually think that the tag team division and the faction rivalries have been hotter this year than the singles competition going on. Not gonna lie. It's been one of the best seasons for tag team. Asuka and Kairi Sane. I like both. So it never hurts my feelings when they win. And I kind of like what's going on. I mean, I figure eventually Kairi Sane's probably going to turn on Asuka.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, they never... Oh, yeah. And it's funny because every time they reform them as the Kabuki Warriors, you know it's never going to last long. Right? Because it's far from the first time they've been the Kabuki Warriors. But something always happens.
Of course, Michael, but the unfortunate truth is that
they're the team that just keeps coming back. We're family. All right, here we go. By the way, do you guys have any thoughts on the matchup between the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys at Bound for Glory?
Good match it was.
Yeah. Do you think it was worthy of a retirement match? Was it that good, or did it fall a little short of that? Yeah. I was just curious how that was going to go because, yeah, there is that. There is that, and the Hardys have been a lot more active than the Dudleys have in the past couple to few years. So, you know, the Hardys, although aging, are at least still ring ready. Bubba and Devon. Bubba's made a few appearances here and there. You know,
yeah, in House of Glories.
He won their championship, yeah. So I mean, but he's not ring ready. Like he's just, you know, going in as a celebrity wrestler and winning their title for them, putting their name on their wall, type of thing. Matt and Jeff are wrestling. They're actively wrestling every week, so it's a lot different. Spike Dudley? I can't really say yes or no because there were times where I enjoyed some of the matches he had with certain people, but overall I could have done with or without, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. There's been a lot of superstars over the years like that, though. Like D'Lo Brown. When D'Lo Brown first came on the scene, I didn't really care for D'Lo Brown. He grew on me over time because he was always bettering himself, and he was very consistently, you know, growing into the business. But he's
blasted into the steel steps, fishing for something beneath the ring.
Norman Smiley. Yeah, he was like the king of jobbers. But in today, you know what? If you bring a young Norman Smiley into today's wrestling scene, he's like a TNT champion or something to that effect, you know what I mean? I'd say a cruiserweight champion, but I mean, WWE doesn't have one anymore for some strange reason. The one championship they likely should have, and they don't, but let's have two world champions instead. And call one of them the undisputed champion when there's two of you. Like, it's like, what the and why is it that, you know, we're pulling out of the Vince McMahon era? So why do we still have it's been around since 2011, man. It's a giant WWE network plugging belt buckle that they call a championship. Fucking hideous. It's the ugliest belt in wrestling.
Yeah, definitely the ugliest belt ever.
It is. It's even worse than the spinner title. And I don't care. I'm a John Cena fan, but that championship was ugly as fuck. I rate it up there with the butterfly title. Just awful. I had a feeling you were going to say that, actually. As I was saying, no, really, as I was saying it, I thought Bees probably likes that championship. But, yeah, you did. I don't.
She wants to take this thing to the outside.
The biggest problem I had with the Divas era was they were constantly bringing in, like, supermodels and trying to turn them into wrestlers when there was a lot of women already on the independent scene that could have filled those spots, and we would have had a much better, because let's face it, the Divas era for the most part was not great. Like, not great. You have an autograph butterfly title?
No, I have Mickey James.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you had a butterfly championship and she signed it. I misheard that completely.
Back in from ringside.
That's Boss Apollo's fault.
And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this?
B already got blamed for not starting the show sooner. Kyrie Sane with a single leg crab here.
I like the good wrestling from the team.
Luke doesn't even have to be here for the rest of the show. Mickey's already been on the show and won. He's good to go. I'm surprised. Although Alexis James and Fallon Henley are, of course, on the show today. So I guess there is reason to be here for a while. Even though Mickey's already... She's already come and gone. She didn't even say hi to you either. She went back to Nick, said, fuck Luke. Does Nick know? Does Nick know that you're secretly having a mental affair with Mickey? No, really. Would that be considered cheating, at least on one side? Well, Luke doesn't have a girlfriend, so I guess it's not. I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out. Let me work out my problem. How dare you? It's like a mathematical equation. You just gotta kind of...
Lucky bastard.
I'm kind of bummed out that they're not using Nick as a fucking wrestler. Like, he doesn't have a lot of years left. He's getting closer to 40, right? So, I mean, I want to see him, because he's a great wrestler. I didn't care for his Magnus character. I liked his wrestling ability. I didn't care for his Magnus character in TNA. But he was also a long-time NWA World Champion. Like, how long did he hold that title for? It was a while. Yeah. Oh, that is it. That is all. The match is over. Over. Done like dinner. But ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, the Outlaws, Captain Dangerous Amber Extreme and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Big W over the Kabuki Warriors. I didn't get as much out of that match as I thought I was gonna, though. Like, don't get me wrong, it was a good match, but I thought it was gonna be a much better match than that. Maybe it's the Kabuki Warriors and the Outlaws. I mean, what the hell? Did anybody else expect more out of that match? I don't know. I did. But either way, Team Joe Link picks up another W as the Outlaws take out the Kabuki Warriors. Speaking of Cody Rhodes, who's he defending the belt against next? Do we know yet? Interesting. So Seth Rollins, so Seth Rollins vacated the world title. Oh, it's not official yet. Okay.
Here are your winners, the Captain Dangerous Amber.
At this stage of the game, I'd almost have to wonder if they wouldn't push Braun Breaker. It might be a good idea. The issue is, where does that leave him with Bronson Reed? Like, do they keep them as a team, or what? And obviously they're not going to be called the Vision anymore. Please tell me they're not going to call them the Bronsons.
So I looked it up. It said Seth Rollins they can't get real title. Be put toward ACL, and medical.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he's gonna vacate his title.
So he'll be gone 9 months.
He got toward ACL.
At least 9 months, bare minimum. But please tell me they don't call them the Bronsons, because they call them that on commentary from time to time, and I'm like, can we not call them that? Yeah. It's crazy. Alright, up next, the Great B Jackson and Queen Dust going to renew their rivalry tonight. But it is a casket match. Between B and Queen, who's walking out with the W? Their rivalry is long-standing. They are both tough as nails. This, I mean, if there was a betting line, I actually would not want to bet on this match. I would not want to bet on this match. I would take the 0. I would take the 0. Luke, what do you think? B. Jackson or Queen Dust?
This is a rematch, isn't it?
It is.
Well, that I am a match is that I will match is incredible, but yeah.
It's one of those matches that it's hard to call. I do expect a barn burner, though.
Casket match as well.
It is. It is a casket match. So not only do they have to beat each other, they have to toss each other into a casket, close the lid, keep it shut.
I'm going to go Queen Dust, I think.
You're going Queen Dust?
Talk for that.
I'd ask Moonrader, but he's biased. He doesn't count. Moon, you don't count. You don't get a say on the Queen Dust B Jackson matter. I'm going B Jackson on this one. I'm going B Jackson on this one. I think she gets vengeance for the last match and starts to turn things around here. I think she's going to...
It would be a good match for B to win, to be honest.
It'll be a great match for her to win, actually. It'd be a great match for her to win. Puts her right back in the championship picture as well. Just like that. Alright, well, let's find out who it's going to be. The Great B Jackson or Queen Dust. They are next. Let's go. But yeah, because Queen Dust is the TWA World Champion. Of course, took it from B Jackson. So if she can put Queen Dust in a casket, there's no stopping her. There's no stopping her. Queen Dust better get ready for a ride because B Jackson's going to be coming for that title again.
Guys, we talk so often about having a killer instinct, but this woman needs something.
She's bringing a chair, she is. Locked and loaded is B Jackson. She's walking with such a sense of purpose. The look on her face, if looks could kill, people in the audience might have just been taken out on stretchers and put in ambulances. Completely new look for B Jackson. It's not just a new look, though. There is a change in attitude for sure. A change in attitude for sure.
I've just seen a video of
and with January upon us, guys, you can bet these superstars would like to get the new year off on the right foot here tonight.
Of course, Michael, but the unfortunate truth is that only one of them will be able to kick the new
Speaking
year
of which,
with a win.
the whole rivalry between like CM Punk and Jey Uso and why is his name not popping into my head? LA Knight.
One of the top competitors in the women's
How long
division.
do you think they're going to drag that out?
I don't know. It's the same thing.
I mean, LA Knight definitely deserves a championship, in my opinion. If there's anybody in recent times that I think should have a champion, I don't care if he's even a transitional champion. I just think he's earned the right to be called a world champion. I think he's good enough.
She is absolutely at the top of the women's division.
It's just one of those things. But for some reason, they don't seem to ever pull the trigger on LA Knight with the world title. Now would be a good time to give it to him and have Braun Breaker beat him for it.
And you can bet these superstars will be looking to kick
You know what I mean?
off with a win here tonight.
Cole, there's no way to understand.
I wonder how they. I wonder if they'll have like a tournament
with momentum on your side.
for the championship. That'd be cool. A King of the Ring style tournament. They should do that. They probably won't, but they should.
The following contest is a casket match.
That's a good question. They would have to have some qualifying matches
Disqualification
for sure.
or count out. The only way to win is
For sure.
to force their opponent.
Unless they decide to take former champions and throw them all in there.
The casket lid shut. The remaining superstar will
You could always go that route too.
the winner.
But qualifying matches would definitely need to take place otherwise. But if they don't do something like that, who do you think
Here we go. One of these competitors is going to
will end up fighting for the championship?
You really got to hope neither athlete has claustrophobia.
I feel like since he already has beef with them, I think it should be LA Knight and Braun Breaker fighting for that title.
This type of match can devolve into chaos real fast.
I think those are the perfect two right now to have fighting for that title.
Arm wringer in control.
It'd be interesting to see who they would, if they would put Braun over or give it to LA Knight and make Braun wait a little bit.
We know there are no rules.
Because I have read some people think that it's too soon for a Braun World title. Keep him in the picture, but it might be too soon for him to... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that overall. But either way, if you're going to have any two people right now, with everything that's gone on, it should be probably Braun and LA Knight.
For everything. We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining the foothold.
But CM Punk will probably end up in the mix somehow.
Probably would. It would at some point, wouldn't it?
Again, anyways, yeah. The last time he didn't get to hold it very long. Cashed in.
On your fears of mortality and forces you to rethink your life.
Oh, I'm sure he was very excited about that. He's a huge CM Punk fan. That's why Joe Link claimed CM Punk and took him into Phenomenal Soul just to annoy Glennola and rib him.
Joe has CM Punk at else with you, though, to be honest.
He does, yeah.
Out of the ring and into the casket. The end is near. She's choosing to leave the ring now.
B. Jackson in a casket. I don't like the sight of it. I mean, I don't want to see either one of them in a casket, I'm not going to lie. But somebody has to go in.
Absolutely no telling.
B was not in there very long, though. She's like, fuck that.
She saw that coming.
But anyways, yeah, I think Braun Breaker and LA Knight. Again, I'm sure CM Punk's going to end up in that mix somehow. I still want to see a week where Sammy comes out for the open challenge. We don't know who his opponent's going to be yet. I want to see Obafemi walk through the curtains. I want to see... I don't know. That's the thing. Since he lost the championship, he's just been non-existent. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, he's very, very good talent. Yeah. Yeah, he is. I love NWA. I've always liked NWA.
Kick to the cranium of their opponent.
And now thrown back into the ring.
Yep. He did, yep. I wish NWA could get a better TV deal of some sort and put on some better shows, because they always have good talent in and out of there. They always put on some decent wrestling matches. I think they would do well with their power, NWA power, but I don't know.
No idea where this one's heading. Leaving nothing to chance here with a baseball bat in hand.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh man, right into the steel steps. Oh, heavy.
Yeah, that's right.
Into the steel steps.
Yep.
Oh, predicted what was coming. Drop kick.
But that said, you know, I've always liked NWA's, you know, old school and the new era. I thought it was weird when, you know, Billy Corgan actually bought NWA. That I was like, what? The dude from Smashing Pumpkins now owns NWA? But somebody's got to own it, I suppose. Somebody's got to own it. And he hasn't done a terrible job. He hasn't done a terrible job. But it would be cool, you know, to have NWA next. What I have read, now it hasn't been for a bit. I can't remember. It was probably, I want to say maybe even a month ago. I read that NWA wants to bring back territories, like the old days. I'm not sure what I think about that, but there's definitely more than enough talent out there that it would actually work better than it did originally, if done correctly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, MLW, yeah. Yeah, they have, yeah.
They are primed for the casket now. But after that move, do you have the energy to get them in?
It is definitely saturated right now for sure, as far as, you know, live wrestling shows, especially on a grand scale. I hadn't. Hold that thought a minute, though. I'm just gonna take a quick break. I got to use the facilities, so hold that thought, because I have not heard and I do want to hear. So I will be right back.
Here we go.
Whoa, what a landing from all the way up. Wasted no time flying out to the floor.
Horrific crack to the back. And she's clearly not going down easily. More evidence you could knock her down, but keeping her down is a different story. This whole building is shaking. Matches like this are what it's all about.
Yeah. Dank, isn't it? Dank off, that's what it is. Usually, before the game comes out, I'll be watching one of these videos.
Nailed it, Shining Wizard.
And the casket is waiting. Can she capitalize on the opening?
Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
The rookie ready to deal out some justice with that shovel.
And she can... Pump handle. Powerbomb down.
This is the time to get them in the casket and try to win this thing.
Listen to this place.
It's
electric.
The actually a pretty good wrestler.
Oh, passing the dragon opponent with that shovel. Absolutely savage.
All right, I have returned. Oh, I see. I didn't miss the end of the match. At least the whole time I was gone, I was like, "Come on, come on, come on! I gotta get back," because I didn't want to miss the ending of the match. Oh, Queen Dust closed the lid. That is it. That is all. The winner of the casket match, representing Team Moon Raider, who's probably going to be really silent right now. He's not going to say a word. It is Queen Dust with a big win over Bea Jackson after sealing her inside of a coffin, a casket. That's got to be weird too. Can you imagine? That's I would not want that to be me. I don't want to be locked inside of a casket for any reason. I mean, actually, I guess after I'm dead, I won't care too much, but right? Like, again, you know, once I'm dead, I suppose I'm not going to care a whole lot. But alive? No. I'm good. I don't, nope. Not a scenario where I want that to be a thing. But congratulations, Moon Raider and Queen Dust, the reigning defending TWA World's Champion, with another victory under her belt.
Here is your winner,
The Queen.
I
wonder what Charlotte Flair thinks of that.
Grueling casket match.
Seriously.
The fight for survival took over.
I wonder if
Such
she,
a
like,
horrifying
thinks,
match,
how
but it was that
dare
fear
you?
that drove them away from the casket and into victory.
How dare you? Well, Charlotte Flair, you know, she is the Queen, right? All hail the Queen. The Queen Dust is stealing her name.
Queen Dust.
Queen Dust is stealing her name. All right, here we go. Next match of the day. Next match and first championship match of the day. It is a triple threat Hell in a Cell matchup. It is one fall wins it all. From the Triangle of Terror representing Team Soul Embers, it is Rhea Ripley. We have Lyra Valkyria. And, of course, the reigning defending champion from Team Boss Apollo. And, of course, representing Lady Death Authority, it is Nikita Davis. She is also one half of the TWA Pride Tag Team Champions with her partner in crime, Big Farmer Jackson. That is our next match of the day. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. One championship matchup. Locked inside a cell. One fall wins it all. One fall wins it all. There's Rocky. Hey, Archer, read chat. I mean, now that you've told me to read it, I kind of want to shut it off. I kind of want to shut it off. I should have, you know what? I should have one of my mods. Oh, we can't AKO people here, can we? Can we? Is there AKO here? Somebody try to AKO Rocky. See if it works. See if it can be done. I mean, we have other commands. I just don't know if we have that one. There might even be a chair shot in there. I don't know. I can't remember what commands we have here. I'll have to, after the show, I'll have to check and maybe add some if necessary. How dare you, Rocky? Look at that, he AKO'd me. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. I can't even ban you. It is not funny, Cracking Skulls. How dare you? You sent me a DM on Discord? Pay attention to chat. I know, right? How dare he suggest I pay attention to chat? I mean, I probably should be. I don't know if anybody's winning at blackjack or anything yet. Oh, Moon Raider says he's here. When did Rocky come in? There he is. Well done, Queen Dust Team Death Authority. I mean, is Queen Dust part of Death Authority? Has that actually become official? I don't remember that becoming official. It was just a concept, if you will. It was being discussed, but I don't think that ever actually. I don't know. That's what I got from it. I don't know. I don't speak for Team Moon Raider or Queen Dust, by the way. But I don't know. Did you say something before that?
What's the thing about Chris Danger then? Like, what's?
Oh yeah, what's going on with Chris Danger?
So, you know, so I don't know if you also know.
Right.
And another,
The following contest is a triple threat.
Oh, sweet. Oh, wow. Speaking of AJ Francis, he's going to be on Chris Jericho's cruise ship tour there that he does. Rock and Wrestling Rage.
The nightmare is
Wow.
real. Here comes Rhea Ripley. Unchecked aggression in the women's division.
When's that going to be? How dare you? How dare you offer that kind of information and not have a location, date, time? What is wrong with you?
From Adelaide, Australia, Rhea
Okay.
Ripley is a terror in the ring, using her incredible power with a savage edge. Now, Rhea is not to be trifled with. She is buzzsawed through the women's division to get to the very top. Yeah, just the size and stature of Ripley is intimidating.
Main Raider says Chris Danger is a heel. He is, yes.
Unlike any other.
Yeah, I think I've actually tried the heel on his thing that because he ended it.
Don't answer him, Mooney. AKO'd me. I can't even ban him. We're on the wrong channel. How? I mean, it's Rocky. It'd be fun to ban Rocky. I don't think you can ban people on YouTube, can you?
Well, guys, I'd say now
I don't know.
as good a time as any to wish everybody
I don't think so.
happy
That would be fun, though. I would definitely ban Rocky at least once a show.
Unfortunately, for one of these competitors, though,
At least once a show.
happy about how this year will start out.
Yeah, and I've got to work another year with you.
I should ban him once a show. Why are we not banning him once a show? Every show we do, ban him at least once. Every time he commits an act of villainy, ban him.
No protection, no sanctuary. Lyra Valkyria
That would be fun.
has arrived.
November 21st? Okay.
and introducing the challenger from
Is it where? Is it's gonna be on Twitter? Oh, I thought you said Twitter.
Twitter?
Yeah, me too. I was like, wow. I mean, I'm sure there'll be a link somewhere to stream it at some point. Yeah.
And you can bet these superstars will be looking to kick the new year off with a win here tonight.
Very cool.
There's no way to understate just how important it is.
It's the
to
first
go
time they've
into
ever
the new
faced
year
each other?
with momentum on your side.
Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. So, B, were you a fan of either the Dudleys or the Hardys? Okay, so were you okay with their match? Do you think it was good enough? Like, do you think they did what they needed to do for that to be,
Here comes a woman with a lot of hardware to her name.
Well, that's the thing, right? They're all aging.
and introducing the champion.
Yeah, that's what I said. Right.
The fifth dimension, the Wrestling Alliance Heritage Champion and one half of the Wrestling
Yeah, me too. I think they're holding like 4 titles right now, are they not? Don't they have 4 titles now? Yeah, they do, yeah. Yeah, Edge and Christian were awesome as a tag team. Like, it's,
And this woman has 2 sides in her hands right now.
you know, I'm surprised because they already had their reunion, but I'm surprised they didn't wait for a time where, like, when they come to Toronto all the time. AEW does. Well, not all the time, but they come to Toronto, and you think they would have reunited them in Canada as opposed to the U.S. No, I know. And did they not? I'm pretty sure it wasn't very long after they reunited. They actually had a show in Canada, didn't they?
I'm not saying that
But
it was a really bad, still a bad eye. I'm not saying that he was still bad. Why did he do it in fucking Canada, man?
yeah. What is Davey Boy Smith's son doing these days? David.
What type of approach
Is he still wrestling?
need in order to win a matchup
Is he-
like this, Corey? It's important to remember that you can't win a match like this on emotion alone.
I never understood. Yeah, he was good.
We've seen superstars embrace a new sadistic level of barbaric behavior.
I mean, he wasn't as good as his father.
And it's all out of
But-
necessity.
Oh, yeah. But he was pretty good. Like, he's still better than a lot of people we could probably name. You know what I mean? But I wonder if it was his own choice to do... Because I know he also, like... He also teaches wrestling, too, does he not?
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Move forward up with a pin attempt.
Ah, yes. That's right. He was affiliated with MLW.
She reversed
Yep. But I always liked him. Who was disappointing was Mr. Perfect's son. No, he wasn't. He wasn't that good at all. You know who was good, but he was an idiot, was Ted DiBiase Jr. That guy could actually wrestle well. Like he could have been something, but he was an idiot. Actually, is he not in big trouble right now? I feel like he committed fraud or something.
What did he do?
Well, I mean, that's on. Yeah, I mean, but he actually was a good wrestler. I never understood how he didn't become bigger. But then as you find more things out, and of course social media became a fucking craze, right? You start to figure out that there was other things that prevented him from furthering his career, if you will. But it's too bad. That happened to a lot of people. I mean, it even happened to people like you didn't really think of it back then because you didn't know the behind the scenes back then. But there's a reason people like Rick Rude, Scott Hall, Jake the Snake Roberts. You don't think if they were more, let's say, upstanding citizens, for lack of better or worse terms, even would have been world champion if there wasn't issues preventing that from happening? Especially back then, because WWF was trying to grow back then, right? They were trying to become a more household brand name and then eventually hopefully go worldwide. They hadn't achieved that yet, so they couldn't have somebody with drug addiction or alcoholism that could potentially disrupt one of their shows, or, you know what I mean? They couldn't have that.
Perfectly executed. Actually, Mr. Perfect millions of dollars meant for low-income families.
Holy shit. That sounds worse than, because I initially just said I think it was some sort of fraud. But when you read it out, it sounds worse than the term fraud does.
She pops the shoulder up and one. Kicking out now sends a very clear
Luke
message.
didn't hear what you said. Tell him what happened.
He was charged with weapons.
Wow, what?
I know, right? Like, what the hell? Was it like a charity he took from or something? Does it say? Or was he trying to collect? He was trying to collect state welfare? Wow.
I always wondered what actually happened to that guy. Like,
yeah, well, that's what we were talking about. That's what I was talking about with B, because I said that Ted DiBiase Jr. was actually a good wrestler, but for some reason he just never went anywhere. And it's like, I understand why Joe Hennig didn't, because he wasn't as good as his dad on any level. He was better than, say, David Flair. You know. Oh man, the apple fell really far from the tree there. Really far. It's like, how could you possibly, how can you have Ric Flair as your dad and not be more, I don't know, how? Well, yeah, but he has another daughter too, you know. Yeah, I forget her name though. She looks a lot like Ashley, actually. Or well, Charlotte. Charlotte's real name is Ashley, but
yeah, no, I know that.
Yeah. But yeah, he's got another daughter.
Popped right in the face.
Charlotte, although I do think what she's doing right now is too bad, but
Charlotte?
Yeah.
Well, she's definitely more interesting being with Alexa Bliss. Alexa's bringing out, like, she's actually showing personality. When does that ever happen? You know? Megan, that's it. Her segments and interactions with not just Alexa but other teams have been good, and that's an area that Charlotte Flair has always needed work in. Clearly, it's not her ring skills that's a problem, but her lack of actual charisma. You know, okay, it's a flamboyant entrance and that's kind of charismatic, but her as a person, Not a lot of charisma, not a lot of personality. Right? She's the female Lance Storm. Kind of. I mean, not now. Like, she's definitely gotten a lot better over the years.
Lance was actually a good wrestler, but he didn't have anybody else.
Like, I love Charlotte Flair. I think she's one of the best in the world, but boring a lot of the time. Dean Malenko? Yeah. Yeah. None at all. Oh yeah, he could. That's the thing, Dean Malenko, and he was a small guy too, right? But that said, because he was such a good wrestler, he could wrestle with anybody. So it was. But yeah, he had zero personality too. Zero. I don't think anybody's as bad as Lance Storm though. You know, he was a phenomenal wrestler, right? He even trained in the dungeon, the Heart Dungeon. But no personality, no charisma, just awful as far as that goes. Like in today's day and age, he'd get released.
He would, yeah.
He wouldn't even make it out of LFG. His new career would be LFG. But thankfully, he still works for the business, though, right? Because he's got a lot to share, a lot to pass on. So he's definitely more than useful in that aspect. More than useful in that aspect. 45 years in prison when you could have just behaved yourself and became filthy rich, of doing a better job, because he would have been better than his dad. But he blew that all to hell, didn't he? Because Ted DiBiase was a fantastic character. He was a true heel. You know what I mean? Like, he was so good. And an old school wrestler, right? Like a Harley Race. You know, but he had some technical skill too.
He also had a group which I've seen watching the old wrestling back in the 80s, 90s, called Money Inc.
Yeah.
Alongside Bray Wyatt's father, I think it is.
Mike Rotunda.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great character too. They dropped the ball with that character though. IRS, if that were me, man, IRS would eventually have been champion. How do you not have the IRS with all the money, all the gold? At least once. Like, what? Again, I don't know the behind-the-scenes details from back then, so I don't know. Who knows? But if you have a wrestling promotion and you got IRS in your company, are you not putting the gold on him at some point? It's not like he was a bad wrestler. It's not like he'd ever faced the who's who. Not like he'd ever put in the work or time. That dude should have been a world champion. It's weird. There's another missed opportunity. Aside from Brock and Bobby Lashley. I'm still hoping that eventually Braun Breaker takes time off and he comes back as the Breaker Braun Steiner. I mean, I understand. Yeah. Exactly. I think he should. You know, I understand why he. I understand why he didn't. Here's the problem. He looks like his father, sounds like his uncle, and is built like his uncle. So if you know who the Steiner brothers are, you knew who he was anyways. There's no way you can't tell. That guy is... It's like Scott and Rick had a love child together. Because if you close your eyes, he literally sounds like Scott Steiner. But he looks like Rick. But he's built like Scott. It's crazy. He definitely is a genetic freak. And think of it. He's still pretty young. He's still pretty young. He's still gonna fill out. He's eventually going to get bigger. Then that's when all the steroid talks will start. He's juicing like his dad. Yeah. I mean, it's a possibility. He may. You never know. Maybe he'll become the next Big Papa Pump. Who knows? But he certainly doesn't need it. He's already fucking... And like I said, he's young. He's still going to fill out more. He's going to be a big, thick guy. And he's athletic and works out a lot. So, I mean... He doesn't really need the juice. But then Scott Steiner didn't either. Go back and watch Scott Steiner when he was part of the Steiner Brothers. He was already massive. Just the juice made his veins pop. And he did get a little bigger. But that dude never needed fucking roids. It was weird. He was a natural athlete, an All-American, and fucking... He was a legit wrestler. NCAA level. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the Triple Threat Hell in a Cell matchup, and still the TWA 1 champion representing Team Boss Apollo, and of course, Lady Death Authority. It is Nikita Davis going home with her gold. She is still a double champion, because she's also one half of the TWA Pride Tag Team Champions. Big Farmer Jackson, her partner in crime. She is wearing a crimson mask. It was a battle. That championship defense right there did not come easy for her. It was not a walk in the park. It was not a piece of cake.
She just made a statement with this defense. She will fight tooth and nail to keep...
All right, congratulations to Nikita Davis and Team Boss Apollo. All right, here we go. Next match of the day is an ambulance match, and it is China taking on January for the TWA Legends Championship. Former champion meets current champion. Both have been Legends champion more than once. Of course, the coldest bitch on the planet, the reigning defending. What do you guys think? Who walks out Legends champion? Is it going to be China, or will January retain?
I'll say January.
I could bet on January, but I'm going for China.
Oh my God! Here we go with the multiple answers of Boss Apollo. I'm gonna bet on January, but really I want China to win. How dare you? Cheat. He's always got to cheat. Luke, what about you? January or China?
January.
Yeah, I'm going January too. I love China. I do think it's going to be a battle. I mean, China's not going to go out quietly. We all know that. It's kind of like the Clash of the Titans here, too. China's a huge woman. January, a huge woman. Both with tremendous skill. Oh, I can hear myself in my ear. That's cool. I just noticed that now. I didn't notice for a while because we've all been talking about different things. But now I can hear myself. I blame Luke. It's probably Luke's fault. Here comes the ninth wonder of the world, China. Multiple-time champion, former member of Generation X.
She should have been. I'm sure that she's part of the induction of the Hall of Fame as part of the X or something.
Has she been? Is that what you asked? I don't think China.
I don't know if she actually is.
I can't remember. I don't think China's in. Is she? Did they recently put her in? Maybe I forget.
She's in the Hall of Fame.
She's not by herself. Yeah, which is stupid. She was the first ever woman to hold the men's Intercontinental Championship. You know, she beat Jeff Jarrett in I believe it was a kitchen sink match or something like that. I mean, there was all kinds of different weapons all over the place. I mean, don't get me wrong, back then, as much as I loved China, I hated that match. I couldn't believe Jeff Jarrett, you know, and then later on you figure out Jeff Jarrett's leaving and all that stuff, but Here she comes from Team Infinitoni. The first ever sextuplet champion in TWA. She held 6 championships at one time. Part of the most successful tag team in TWA history, known as Winter Swarm, with the great B. Jackson. B. Jackson, by the way, has since surpassed January's feats. She became the first ever and only septuplet champion. 7 championships at one time. She is certainly a legend.
One of the legends in TWA.
Oh, she is definitely a legend in TWA. I mean, B. Jackson technically is the legend in TWA.
Nobody, yeah, should I say, from me as a, like a, me personally, myself, not as like us, but me personally, myself.
I mean, nobody.
To, like, who are the very best at the top of the Mount Rushmore.
Like, nobody else may ever achieve what they had. I mean, we're in our 6th year, our 6th season. And nobody has come close. The closest is Grand Slam champion, which is still very impressive. I mean, it's hard enough to win 1 championship, 2 championships, much less 3, 4, etc. Much less 6 or 7.
No, that Mercedes Moniz got 11 titles as well now. I don't hate Mercedes. It's just like with winning titles in every other promotion.
I mean, I don't care enough to hate, but I mean, whatever. I mean, she's staying active. I mean, a lot of champions these days aren't doing anything. She's staying active in AEW and everywhere else. I mean, I don't understand the need for 10 championships. You know, 9 from other promotions. I don't know why they consider the Owen Hart Cup a championship. It's not like you can defend that. But that's on the list of championships when they list them. It's kind of weird. But I mean,
she always put there like the eye emoji as well, the look emoji.
She's got to be one of the most. She's got to be one of the most active female champions I've ever seen. So I'll be honest, I give credit where credit is due there. I'm interested, though. I'm interested to see how she ends up eventually dropping all the other titles. Because you don't want to just vacate it, because that just makes that promotion look stupid. You know what I mean? None of their other champions, nobody on their roster could beat Mercedes, but then one of them is going to become a champion later because she's no longer the champ. And they might have to wait till she, like, turns heel or something and starts losing some matches here and there, maybe, and then start stripping the titles off her that way. Maybe. Otherwise, it's kind of a touchy thing, really. Like, how does she give those championships back to those other promotions? It's got to be handled well. Otherwise, it was really for nothing. But we'll see what happens.
I know that she got that podcast that I watched basically removed, apparently, with what I've seen from other people. Like, basically people saying about, oh, JD got removed from commentary as soon as Mercedes came in. As soon as Mercedes, I think it was the last time she wrestled.
I do think it's time Mercedes takes the AEW World Championship.
Completely missed the mark there.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I don't think it should happen now because Chris Statlander more than earned her spot. You know, I was surprised that it was Toni Storm she pinned for it, but for me that would have been a good way. For me, that would have been a good opportunity to take the belt off Toni Storm, but still leave her looking strong and have, you know, the third wheel pinned. But they didn't do that, and I was a little surprised.
China is being stifled than this one.
A little surprised. But it was cool either way, though. And it was a really good match. That was an excellent match. Flat out.
Avoid that fate? It's going to take extra awareness when you're near the ambulance. At that stage,
but technically speaking, right now, the TBS Championship is more important than the World Championship.
She's making her way to the top turnbuckle.
Which is weird, though. That needs to change, and that's why I say they got to eventually put that World Championship on Mercedes. You've let her go to all these promotions and win their world titles. So you're saying she's the champion of champions. So you need to... But I think that Statlander should have a good run first, though. And maybe have Mercedes be the one that takes Statlander's title. Unless Tony Storm has something to say about that, I guess. But you can involve all of them. I don't care.
Keep the title. Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in. This one's heading to the outside.
Yeah, me too, actually. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm curious to see what happens with that. I was just gonna say, who do you think either should or will win those titles? Yeah.
I'll say the same thing too.
Yeah, that's who I think's winning it too. It makes perfect sense.
Look at this. This can't be good.
You think?
This match is closing in on the end.
Yeah, that's true.
One more door to end this carnage. Pushing with
we're talking about the AEW Women's Tag Team Championships.
Oh, is it not a little bit too late though, bringing this women's tag team title to AEW?
Not really. Actually, well, it is a little, but at the same time, you know, they did at least build up their roster, the women's roster, before just tossing women's titles out there. So I kind of, at the same time. But yeah.
Wow. Some damage being dealt to the champ. And China just unleashed on her with that devastating offense.
Yeah, because they're still making mistakes.
On top of the ladder now.
Yeah, they're still doing the same thing.
The women's 503 is never really
because there's not enough credible women's tag teams right now. Like they could have. Like there's, I don't know how they can't put together a good roster, but they don't seem to just bother.
When you have to dig deep and carry your opponent into the ambulance. Turns the tides with a knee to the abdomen. Oh, a rear super kick. From behind, nasty. Boom. And an uppercut. Nasty. You gotta be kidding me. Soon enough, they're gonna go through the ambulance.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. From the ground up. Power slam. Nothing but devastating damage.
They should have had titles then.
That's what I would say.
Countering each other again and again. I can't imagine that felt good at all.
Yeah.
The way things are going, I think we're going to need another ambulance out here. I've got to say,
I really like those scenes together.
Would have already ended most superstars. The level of resilience we're seeing is off the charts.
Women's wrestling in general. Almost every promotion you look at right now, women's wrestling is hot. You know what I mean? Like they're literally. I was just gonna say they're literally these days outdoing the men, in my opinion, on many levels. On many levels. I thought Jerry was gonna jump off the top of that ambulance. She's like, "Fuck that! I'm just jumping down."
And first into the ambulance.
Looks like
completely defenseless right now.
China is going to end up in the back of an ambulance.
On the face of China. Yeah, China really needs to reassert.
First time ever ring that's chipped up.
All right, sounds good, B. Appreciate you being here, though. It was nice to have you on the broadcast, dude. Yeah, it'd be good to have you. It's always entertaining.
Been good, been good.
Hold on a second.
Sounds good. Enjoy your evening.
Has no intention of ending things just yet.
So there's also I don't know how long ago this was officially. Oh yeah, 4 hours ago. After the return of Chris Danger, BDE Brandon Does Everything will get Chris Danger on November 21st.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah, B had said November 21st was the date of that match going down. I just wonder where we're going to be able to watch it. Like, where are we going to be able to watch that, I wonder?
I think for me, I think it's...
hopefully there's a link.
Well, it used to be Fight TV. Because that's where I watch what's it called? Game Changer Wrestling. When it comes down to their events with the names I've named. Or
yeah.
House of Glory.
What's the site called?
Maybe Gorilla TV. But I pay membership. I don't watch AEW on there.
Oh, okay.
I have been Black Title Tuesday last week. But other than that, I don't watch AEW on there. I just use it to watch other stuff. Or watch possibly soon to happen, like rewatch the old episodes of Dynamite, AEW.
I see. By the way, speaking of tag, we've been doing a lot of talk on tag teams tonight. The funny thing about that, I actually have a list of now. It's from Bleacher's Report, so you know there's that. But anyways, it is ranking the ranking. I always hate when they say that because ranking, like, what are the credentials? You know, list your credentials that you're utilizing here to rank these. But anyways, ranking the top 10 tag team title matches in WWE WrestleMania history. WrestleMania history.
I think I know what's going to be part of it. If it's like to do with any match type, like ladder matches, I think the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, and who's the other team at WrestleMania 17?
The Dudleys?
The Dudley Boys, yeah. I think that's going to be, as what I am thinking there in the top 10.
I mean, I would hope they ended up on the list. But it is tag team title match list, though, too. Like, when they had their... Was there I'm trying to remember, was there championships on the line when they had their triple threat TLC?
Yeah, right, I think it was, yeah. This is what the thing it was.
Okay. But anyways, yeah, I have that list. Number 10 on that list is the Usos versus New Day versus Matadors versus Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. That's what they've got listed as number 10. All-time best tag team title matches at WrestleMania. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, it actually was a good match. But top 10? Top 10 tag team title matches. I don't know
about... talking to my friend Adam today, like, someone put John Moxley at number 2 on a fucking list of, like, what? The greatest wrestlers of 2025? What?
Well, maybe of 2025. I mean, if... I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that's true, probably. Well, no. Probably not. No. No. There's other people in AEW that have done more to earn that spot, but... Well, that's the other thing that's bothering me about the whole Sasha Banks thing, or the whole Mercedes Moné thing, is, you know, again, I do have to give some credit to her. I mean, she's really active, right? She's being very active, and she's... But...
Oh, yeah.
That brings me.
I've always liked that design. People like what he's doing right now. All the scouts and stuff.
I mean, if they end up playing it out right, it could eventually be interesting. But right now, it's just like, why are we taking all of these independent promotions who are still up and coming and trying to gain viewership and an audience? Why are we taking the world title again? But yeah.
For some reason, he tried to make Mercedes one a face, but Mercedes one a.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, even WWE had her as a babyface for a while, right? Like, but I prefer to see her as more of a heelish character.
I always prefer to use that.
A vicious series of stomps into the hammerlock.
Yeah, me too.
Now this is agonizing.
I just found like, when you turn into a babyface, I just find her not very interesting. I don't know. But what I was gonna say was, there's women in AEW right now that are better than Mercedes Moné. But here's the thing, though. Mercedes is a household name. She's known globally because of her time as Sasha Banks. So, you know, now I don't know how much that is helping, if at all. You know, the ratings for Dynamite last week were not very good. You know, viewership and attendance for Collision not very good right now. Well, it was 321,000. You know, they're capable of much better than that. The talent they have. Because you've got a billionaire fanboy that doesn't know how to run a wrestling company. He's got all the talent in the world. Because again, it's not the talent is not the problem. It is not the talent's fault. They have some of the best wrestlers in the world today in AEW. But if you don't have somebody that knows how to book proper storylines, long-term storytelling and championship booking, there's a lot of aspects of the business. If you don't know what you're doing, you're just turning yourself into a sideshow, a carnival act, if you will. But there's no reason for that. AEW's got so much talent down there. They should be doing far more in the ratings than they are. But you got to have consistency. You have to have good guidance and a whole bunch of other things. Tony doesn't seem to want any help with any of that. But I think he needs to hire. I mean, and he's had people working for him before that could have helped, but they were just never utilized in that on that level. So it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. And that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The ambulance doors are closed. So the winner of the match, and still your TWA Legends champion representing Team Infinite Oni, is the coldest bitch on the planet, January. She is going home with her gold, so congratulations to Team Infinite Oni. So I'll get to that list in a minute. But yeah, that's what they have sitting at number 10 on that list, which to me is not a great way to start that list. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what else is on that list. Again, don't get me wrong, it actually was a good match. But I wouldn't put it in the top 10 best WrestleMania title matches of all time. Like what? That's what you chose? Out of all the history of tag team championship matches, that's what you chose as number 10? Okay. You know, what else can you say about that? But okay. Sure. Whatever floats your boat. But that is number 10. I'm not going to read all the in-between information like I normally do. Not for this list, anyways. Especially because they're starting out that way. You know, it doesn't matter what they're going to say. It's not going to convince me they should be in the top 10 with that match. So, but we'll run down the match, or the teams that are on the list, and we can discuss that in our own. Instead of reading what they want to say, we're going to talk about what we want to talk about.
Not losing this title that easily. She's got her sights set on the long range.
Back this weekend, and I feel fucking great.
Yeah, you don't like the.
I'm going to get in Chelsea TV though.
You don't like the international break, eh, Luke?
I don't know. I don't know. They stop it like so early on in the season.
I'm just gonna pin all of our numbers to the top like I normally do.
Outside of the outside of like the tournament stuff, like I find international football boring, like sport, like friendlies and that.
Today, Moon Raider is Brock Lesnar. You are the beast incarnate.
I find the international friendlies boring. I don't watch the international friendlies.
By the way, has anybody won at blackjack yet? Or become championship worthy? Am I missing out on anything? I'll be honest, these matches have been really good, so I've actually been, you know, it's been a hot minute since I've watched this much of each and every match so far on a card on any show. So I've been kind of ignoring chat a little bit, but I've been enjoying the fuck out of the matches. Great show so far.
After that January routine right there.
Do you think that's weird that I don't really like the international break?
I mean, I don't like All-Star break in hockey either.
You know?
No.
Yeah, the international break is just fucking mid.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I mean, if it's tournaments... I do support England.
Alright, here we go. Next match of the day and our second championship match of the day. It is for the TWA Underground Tag Team Championship. It is a tag team tables match between Country Dominance, Alexis James from Team Luke the Gooner 94, also representing Fallon Henley, and they're taking on Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, the Judgment Day, the reigning defending champions. That match is next. It is next. It is. It is. What do you think? Moon, I'm not asking Luke because I know what he's going to say. I'm not asking you. You're going to say Country Dominance? Okay. Boss, you still here? I don't know if you're still here or not.
I know he's left the broadcast booth.
Oh, he's got to work and he has to work. So it makes sense that he's not here, yeah. It makes sense that he's not here at the moment. So far, it's been fantastic, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Country Dominance, the Judgment Day. Going to clash in a tag team table match for the TWA Underground Tag Team Championship. Let's go. Let's go.
Also, and as well, the Japanese dude that wrestles for AEW but been getting booked perfectly well in New Japan.
Oh, yeah.
G1 Climax is the new IWGP World Champion now.
He is, yeah. He is. I saw that. I saw that. They are the reigning defending TWA World's Tag Team Champions. They're looking to become double tag team champions here tonight with a victory over the Judgment Day. Fallon looks pretty good with gold, doesn't she, Luke? I mean, Alexis does too, I'm just saying. Fallon Henley and Alexis James.
I usually, as it's been over the past time, it's not as like everyday thing I get noticed. Like,
Tessa said hi, Tessa. Sorry, say that again.
I get my tweets, like, even if I say something positive, nice about, or like, oh, it's nice to see Bella Henley on TV. She always, like, I mean, she likes what I say. But I like the tweet in it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's one good thing about X. That is one good thing about X, is like it's easy to interact with superstars. And you know if it's their official accounts or not, so you know you're not being hoodwinked, you know what I mean? I thought it was funny when Vince Russo not just liked my comment, but actually responded.
He said something about Stephanie, and I was just like, put a post up about it. It was browsing on my Facebook, and I was just like, nah, that guy is shit by saying about saying shit about Stephanie back here.
Vince Russo became very bitter. He became very bitter towards pro wrestling, didn't he? It's kind of funny. At the same time, Vince also did a lot of good things in pro wrestling as well, you know. $389. Unlucky. 341 is the number.
There you see what it's all about.
Any combination of those numbers, 143, 431, 413. I mean, any combination of those numbers, and you win the lotto. 56% world championship worthy is Moon Rider.
Here we go. The champs set to defend their tag titles. Obviously, no one can doubt the chemistry that the champions have. You can't become champions in a tag
Moon Dust used to wrestle like elsewhere. Like he was going under by like it was actually like my actual character. Like I used to go by real name back then,
right,
years ago in that.
Yep.
So Moon Dust is no stranger to wrestle everywhere. Anywhere else.
351. The numbers are 341. Rocky gets 351. That's funny. You do that a lot, Rocky. You've come so close to the lotto.
Just taking flight and soaring.
To be fair, nobody's won lotto. It's the only one nobody's won yet. That's why I haven't changed the numbers. I was changing them all the time. I'm like, why the fuck am I changing them? Nobody's even won.
Holding on for more. Will that be the case?
Well, I mean, Pittsburgh Penguins have been good. That's the team Sidney Crosby plays for. Marla Lemieux used to play for them, etc. I mean, they won back-to-back Stanley Cups. I mean, they've won quite a few cups. So yeah, they've been a good team, but just like any other team, they go through a slump or a rebuilding process. And I wouldn't say they're the best team in the league right now, no. Yep.
I just see that on YouTube.
You can almost see the gears turning in their head as they set up the table.
All right, let's see what the next tag team title match is on this list. Number 9 was at WrestleMania 14, and it was the dumpster match. That was, of course, between Mick Foley and Terry Funk, or at the time it was Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie. They took on Road Dogg and Billy Gunn in a dumpster match, if anybody doesn't remember. That's what they have listed as number 9. All-time greatest tag team championship matches at WrestleMania. And those are the first two they list. First two, and again, was it a good match? Yes, it was. Was it one of the greatest tag team title matches at WrestleMania in history? No. Like, what the fuck? So far, this is crazy. I mean, they're listing good matches, but actually, now here's one, finally, but it's probably too far down the list, but WrestleMania 2, the British Bulldogs versus the Dream Team.
That was the WrestleMania where they went in when they went to the location.
Yeah, it is. And that was a really, really good match. So that deserves to be on there. It could even be higher. It's on YouTube. You can actually watch the match on YouTube. It was the British Bulldogs versus the Dream Team. If anybody wants to watch it, it was fantastic. Have you seen it, Luke? The British Bulldogs versus the Dream Team. Did you ever watch that match? It was from WrestleMania 2.
I've actually never seen it.
Oh, you should watch it. WrestleMania 2, but you can search it on YouTube. You can search it on YouTube. British Bulldogs versus the Dream Team. Is this match what? It is. Oh, somebody went through a table. Who was it? I looked up. Table was broken, but I don't know what happened. Did Roxanne Perez go through the... And that is Country Dominance's music. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match and your new TWA Underground Tag Team Champions, and they are now double Tag Team Champions because they are also...
That's incredible. What the fuck, man?
Because they are also the TWA World Tag Team Champions. Alexis James and Fallon Henley, Country Dominance, are your double champions, your newest double champions. They are. I look down for like 2 minutes and somebody goes through a table.
I actually like the way Fallon
I don't think they're leaving here.
All right, so congratulations to Team Luke the Gooner 94 and Country Dominance, your new double tag team champions. Number 7 was a matchup from WrestleMania 35. It was a fatal 4-way tag team matchup. 4 teams. It was the Usos, Sheamus and Cesaro, Ricochet and Aleister Black, and you also had, believe it or not, you had, if nobody's seen it, you also had Rusev teaming with Shinsuke Nakamura, which was a little weird. Not gonna lie, that was a little weird. I don't know if anybody remembers that match. Anybody remember that match? Moon? Luke? Anybody else?
Yeah, I said I didn't do that. I said I didn't watch it, did I remember?
Well, I heard you say that about the Bulldogs match. I didn't.
Are you thought about the British Bulldog match?
No. No, you were not listening. You were not fucking listening. How dare you? How dare you?
I was too out of the zone about everybody just wanted to keep playing with double champion.
So number 7 was from WrestleMania 35. It was a fatal 4-way tag team match. And it was the Usos, Sheamus and Cesaro, which were the bar. Ricochet and Aleister Black, and Rusev teamed up with Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. And again, good match. Was it one of the greatest tag team title matches in WrestleMania history? No. It was not. So far, the only one that deserves to be on here is the British Bulldogs versus the Dream Team. That is crazy. All right, we'll move on to number 6 in one moment. First, we got to get to the next match of the day. This is for the WCW World Tag Team Champions, Lady Death Authority, representing Team Rocky Cross and Mrs. Cross. It is Tessa James and Morgan James. They're taking on the Gremlin Wolf, the Dark Queen of Chaos, Jennifer Wolf from Team Glenola, and of course, Roxanne Riley from Team Life is Great. They are the Wolfpack Gals. It is Tornado Tag Team Action. That is next. We're like one match away now from what we would normally consider the betting rounds. That's the only thing about YouTube, right? We can't do betting rounds. I wish we could at least do a poll. I wish we could do a poll, but I don't know how to do that.
I think there is a poll thing on feature on YouTube. I think there is.
Well, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I know I can do one for the channel, I think, but I'm talking about in chat. I think if I was a premium subscriber, I'd probably have, I don't know, they'd probably open up a lot of tools I could utilize, but I don't pay for YouTube. I don't pay for YouTube. A lot of people are, though, to the point where it's starting to shut down cable subscribers. I just found that out yesterday. I was like, what? Really? That many people subscribe to you? But they do have a lot of great content. They do. You just don't ever hear about them much because, you know, YouTube's just a normal part of people talk about Netflix, right? But anyways, yeah, there's a cable company in the U.S. actually. You'd have to search it to see what the name of the company is, but they're shutting down because they can't compete with YouTube. Which apparently in their area is a big thing. People are YouTube subscribers there. Or not regular subscribers, but premium subscriber. Alright, here we go. Lady Death Authority versus the Wolfpack Gals. WCW Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. It is Tornado Tag Team action. All 4 Vixen villains are going to get it on. It's going to get ugly very quickly. Let's go. Let's go. We're down to our final 3 matches of the day after this. Final matches of the day. All 3 are one-on-one matches as well. We've got the TWA Underground Women's Pure Submission Championship on the line. We've got the TWA Women's Television Championship on the line. And the WCW Women's United States Championship is on the line. Our final 3 matches of the day. If anybody missed our last show, that was a slobber knocker too. Bull Nakano in January went at it. Over the Legends Championship, January 1, El Grande Americano beat Moondust. That was a shocker, actually. Didn't expect that one. Cody Rhodes beat Mufasa. Didn't expect that either. There were some surprises on the last show. Some real surprises. It was kind of crazy, actually. League of Nations beat Metaphor. The Coalition beat The Vision. Julia beat Anna Jay. Christian Hart beat Rocky Cross and Oni Shinobi. And the New Age Outlaws beat the Motor City Machine Guns and Death Authority. Great show, though. Just surprises along the way, that's all. Surprises along the way. They're on a tear. They are on an absolute tear. I mean, Motor City Machine Guns were, too, up until that point. Here come the champions. Jennifer Wolf and Roxanne Riley. Again, representing Team Life is Great and Team Glenola. Tessa James and Morgan James from Team Rocky Cross and Mrs. Cross. But yeah, so far that's a crazy list, eh? Like again, the matches, I'm not, because the matches they're listing are good matches, but this list is supposed to be the top 10 greatest tag team title matches in WrestleMania history, and that's what they're giving us so far. So far. Number 6 is a WrestleMania 36 Triple Threat Ladder Match. Ladder match. It was Morrison, Kofi Kingston, and Jimmy Uso. Made the best of the situation in that matchup to make it a great match. So it was Miz and Morrison, the New Day, and the Usos, of course. Which again, it was a good matchup, but it really was. At that time, it's funny because they pushed Jey Uso now, right? He's been world champion, Intercontinental champion. But it was Jimmy Uso, Kofi Kingston, and Morrison that actually made the best of the situation of that matchup. And they gave us like it was a great match. But again, we're supposed to be talking about the top 10 greatest tag team title matches in WrestleMania history, and so far they're just giving us, I think, some of the matches they really enjoyed as they grew up watching wrestling. I don't know. They're not the top 10. Except for the British Bulldogs versus the Dream Team. That match deserves to be on the list. So far, it's the only one. Number 5, WrestleMania 40, the 6-pack ladder match. Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, The Miz, R-Truth, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, Pete Dunne, and Tyler Bate. Of course, made up the list of competitors for the evening. And it was actually a great tag team title match, but it wasn't in the top 10. It's not a top 10. It's still not a top 10. You know? So we've gone through almost, like, we're at number 5 right now. And we have one on the list that deserves to be in the actual top 10. WrestleMania 33. That's when Matt and Jeff Hardy made a surprise return. I mean, I don't know what to say about that one. Again, not a top 10. Not a top 10. They were, of course, fighting Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, Cesaro, Sheamus, Enzo Amore, and Big Cass. Hardys returned. I mean, there was a big pop. I think maybe the hype was from the Hardys return, but again, not a top 10 list of greatest tag team title matches in WrestleMania history. Number 3, WrestleMania 16 Triple Threat Ladder Match. Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys, and Edge and Christian finally make the list here, folks. And at number 3, so far we actually have 2 that belong on this list. 2 of them. Bulldogs versus the Dream Team, and the Triple Threat ladder match between the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Christian and Edge. There's a triple. Yeah, it's finally turning up. Number 2. See, and they put this above the Edge and Christian and the Hardys match, and the Dudley, like, what? WrestleMania 39. This is sitting at number 2. WrestleMania 39. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos. They're saying that's a better matchup than the Triple Threat ladder matchup between the Dudleys, the Hardys, and Edge and Christian. Like, what? What? Like, I don't even know what to say about that right now. I'm just going to go past it and pretend I didn't. WrestleMania 17, tables, ladders, and chairs. Again, the Hardys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudleys. So they're on this list twice. But again, deserving. So we have 2 teams and 3 matches that deserve to be on this list. Again, it was the Bulldogs versus the Dream Team, the Triple Threat ladder match with the Hardys, Dudleys, and Edge and Christian, and the TLC matchup at WrestleMania 17, again with the Hardys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudley Boys. All those other matches in between, again, good matches. Might even say WrestleMania worthy, but were they top 10 greatest tag team title matches in WrestleMania history? No. Pardon me? I would put 3 of the matches as top 10. The rest I would not. You know, have you been listening at all this show? Do you hear the lack of hearing to what we're talking about on this show today, Moon Raider? We're getting from Luke the Gooner today. He still can't believe, Mickey James was on the show. Country Dominance was on the show. Fallon and Alexis became double tag team champ. Nothing else matters. Nothing has mattered since Mickey James showed up in the tone-setting match of the day against Bull Nakano. Everything else has just been overlooked, underappreciated. How dare you, Luke the Gooner? Ghastly, disgusting, grotesque, all of those. But yeah, the 2 matches with Edge and Christian, the Hardys and the Dudleys belong there, and the British Bulldogs versus the Dream Team belong there. The rest, probably not even top 20. probably not even top 20.
Yeah, probably not.
Alright, I will be right back. I do have to use the facilities again. I've drank way too much coffee as part of the problem. But it is what it is. I like the liquid fuel. It is good. It is tasty. It is yummy. But anyways, I'll be right back. Luke and Moon, talk about who you would put in the top 3 to 5 tag team, either tag teams or tag team champions of all time. And I'll be right back.
That would be my whipped right into the diamond-plated steel. And I think I've seen a New Age Outlaws one. I think it was
driven into the steel steps.
What did you say? Top three tag?
Yeah, top 4.
Into the stairs.
Five spot. What? Out of everyone.
Going straight to
yeah, out of any of the matches, I would have the WrestleMania 17
for a long time.
Incredible courage to even
tag team. Yeah,
she is really looking out of sorts here.
I think so, yeah.
Well,
Face buster. She's rocked. Pin to decide the championship. Kick out of the title fight to the sky.
She went airborne and missed.
What a shot.
Ringworm Clyde. Top wrist lock. Opponent down to one knee.
Fighting back, however, punches to the midsection.
Ooh, jarring right hand. Wow, somersault unprettier. We might be moments away from crowning a new champ. Got it, and the tag titles change hands.
Man, that was good timing. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winners of the match and your new WCW World Tag Team Champions representing Team Rocky Cross and Mrs. Cross. It is Tessa and Morgan James, a.k.a. Lady Death Authority, ladies and gentlemen, your new World Tag Team Champions. So congratulations to the Cross family. And, of course, congratulations to Morgan and Tessa James, Lady Death Authority, with more gold in their faction. More gold in their faction. Big Farmer Jackson and Nikita Davis are the TWA Pride Tag Team Champions. Nikita Davis is also the TWA Women's One Champion. Morgan and Tessa now have the WCW World Tag Team Championships. That's a lot of gold in their faction. It's a lot of gold in their faction. By the way, I don't know if anybody noticed, but we did have some TWA In Your House matches yesterday. Lots happened. Of course, we crowned 2 new #1 contenders for the TWA Men's and Women's Underground World Championships that will be battled over at the next big SPV. The 5th annual WCW Halloween Havoc. It'll be live here on YouTube. It'll be our first stream preview, actually, here on YouTube.
And the winners celebrating together.
It is going to be a very big show. Every world championship on the line. And, of course, there'll be other championships on the line as well. But in those #1 contendership matches, you literally had all former TWA Underground champions from the men's division and the women's division, all in fatal 5-way contests. One fall wins it all. And man, if you don't already know, I won't tell you. You got to go check it out. You can either find them right here on YouTube or under house show matches and discussions on our Discord. Our TWA Discord. All right, it's time to move on to what we normally call the betting rounds. Sadly, we can't bet here. We cannot. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The next match of the day is for the TWA Underground Pure Submission Championship. Nightshade representing Team Sir Jack the Great One, taking on Jay Lee, wife of CM Punk, member of Phenomenal Soul, and of course under the tutelage and management of Team Joe Link. That is our next match of the day. What do you guys think? Nightshade, former multiple-time champion, or AJ Lee, who has returned with vengeance, returned with fire, our pure submission champion, and it did not take her long to get there. It did not take her long to get there. Who do you think walks out with the championship? What about you, Moon?
I'd say Nightshade, maybe.
Nightshade, maybe. Way to be firm on that answer. Luke, what do you think? AJ Lee or Nightshade?
I'm gonna go AJ.
You going with AJ Lee? Okay. We're definitely going to find out. I think after the show, I'm actually going to post that match on Discord. Because we have a wrestling videos section now, too. Under the entertainment section on Discord. And I'm going to post the British Bulldogs versus the Dream Team. It was such a good match. Such a good match.
Say about who would I have on the list?
Yes.
Like the top, like which tag team match would be the greatest, and I said the WrestleMania 17 match.
Yep, that would definitely be one of them for sure. Easy top 3 there. It almost maybe should be number 1, I'm not going to lie. The TLC, it's hard to toss up the ladder match and the TLC match because they were both so phenomenal. But I think whatever order you put them in, they should probably be, if we're talking the greatest tag team title matches in WrestleMania history here, how do you not put those 2 matches at number 1 and 2? How do you not? You know, there's been lots of great matches, but I mean, those matches were above and beyond expectations. You know what I mean? They were just flat out phenomenal. No pun intended to Phenomenal Soul, of course. They're phenomenal as well, but I don't know.
As I'd say, now is as good a time as any to wish everybody a happy New Year.
Oh, I like that attitude, Michael. Unfortunately,
you know, I just realized I could have utilized my, because I wasn't gone very long. Although I did make it back just in time to see new champions crowned, so that was kind of cool timing. But I realized that I don't have a beverage. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. But I just left and came back, so I'll wait till at least after this matchup. I can grab myself a drink when our next participants are making their way to the squared circle. Obviously, this is a submission match, if anybody's wondering. Pure submission championship. Just saying. But you never know. You know? Maybe we have somebody new to the channel that's never watched wrestling ever. What are the odds of that? Probably not good, eh? Probably not something that would happen.
Competitors in the back dream for a shot at this title.
Yeah, I know I did not like that list, though. I just found another list that actually does have better matches on it. It's not greatest title matches in WrestleMania history, though. This one here is just listed as best WWE tag team matches, and it was actually a list done by the Sportster, and it was written by Andrew Kelly. This is from last year, so it's not a list from this year. But it is a top 10 list. They got, at number 10, they have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, which happened at WWE United Champions 2023. They gave that match an 8.5 out of 10. Now, I gotta be honest,
Trying to find a way out and does so.
that actually was a really good matchup. I don't understand the whole best matches, best WWE tag team matches, though. Like, of all time, or, because even though that was a really good match, it wouldn't be a, probably of all time. Maybe a top 20, though. That one might actually be a top 20. Number 9 is Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys at WWE No Mercy in 1999. Again, they gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Also a very, very good match. Likely deserving of being on any list of best tag team matches. Number 8 is Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose, a.k.a. John Moxley. And Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, a.k.a. Nick Nemeth. WWE Hell in a Cell 2018. That was, and again, that is another great matchup. They gave that one also an 8. They seem to like the 8.5 number here. That's 3 matches in the bottom half of the top 10 list. Well, actually, it doesn't say it's a top 10. It just says, you know, best WWE tag team matches. But 8.5, 8.5, 8.5.
Cobra clutch cinched in. The Cobra clutch is in. Bending ways it shouldn't, and she lets go of the hold. Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission.
Number 7.
She's looking to end her here.
Undisputed Era versus the Broserweights. NXT TakeOver Portland 2020. Actually, that was a great tag team matchup, and
looking for a little more breathing room.
Definitely worth, you know, discussion, much less being on a list. Again, it's not a top 10 list or anything. He's just listing, I'm guessing, what he feels are the best tag team matches for WWE. Yeah. Now that one didn't get an 8.5. Yeah. That one he gave an 8.75 out of 10. So we're yeah. Number 6, the War Raiders versus Aleister Black and Ricochet. WWE NXT TakeOver New York 2019. Also gave it an 8.75. So here's the thing. I actually really like the War Raiders. I do. They're like a combination of Demolition and the Natural Disasters. I like them. But I don't think I've ever seen them have a match that would have been considered an 8.75 out of 10. I mean, if anybody has, I will consider myself stood corrected. You know? 8.75.
You get that? 8.75? Really? What the fuck, man?
What do you think about that 8.75, man?
Submission, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Because again, I love the War Raiders. They're kind of an exciting team to watch, actually. And again, to me, they remind me a lot of a cross between Demolition and the Natural Disasters. So I like it a lot. But I've never in my life seen them wrestle a match good enough to score it an 8.75 out of 10.
I've never seen that.
A 6 maybe. You know, a 6, maybe even a 7. But 8.75?
Looking less like a question and more. And she breaks her own submission hold.
I don't know. 8.75. Even no Aleister Black and Ricochet are in that match. Still though. You know, great matches all depends on the chemistry of the teams involved. Number 5, the New Day versus the Usos. WWE Hell in a Cell 2017. And again, he gave it an 8.75. Oh, that is it. That is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still the TWA Underground Pure Submission Champion, representing Team Joe Link and Phenomenal Soul, it is AJ Lee. She is still your champion. Still the one to beat. Still the one to submit, if you will. Well, Moon, you were right. You said AJ Lee. I think Luke did as well, actually. Luke, you chose AJ too. Yeah.
I like AJ a lot.
She is. Nightshade gave it her very best, but AJ Lee has been on fire since coming into TWA. And proved tonight, once again, why she is the champion. This is not her first defense. Not her first defense. We'll get to the rest of the list in a few moments. Actually, the next match I'm going to talk about actually was an outstanding match.
She just proved you come for the champ, you best not
It was an outstanding match. So they got this one right, actually. They got this one right. Even jumped up in the score quite a bit, as they should have. But we'll get to it in a moment. All right, so again, congratulations to Team Joe Link, and of course, Phenomenal Soul. AJ Lee is still the TWA Underground Pure Submission Champion. Co-main event time. The co-main event of TWA Ladies Night is going to be an absolute banger. Representing Team Honeybee Wrestling, it is Sarah Suzuki from League of Nations challenging Julia in a TLC matchup for the TWA Television Championship. That is our next match of the day. It is our co-main event. What do you think about this match, guys?
I'm going to stand here, even though they're both... I mean, technically, Julia is from London, England, but with her family, they're basically Japanese or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think, like, even though that Julia is Japanese, basically, herself, same goes to Sarah Suzuki.
Right.
I like them both. I mean, Sarah Suzuki, like, I mean, she has that Oscar type of...
Yeah, no, you're right. Yep. Luke, what about you? What are your you wouldn't...
I think Sarah Suzuki is going to win this.
You think Sarah Suzuki wins it?
Just take it over to
I gotta be honest. I think
Sarah Suzuki's going to win.
I do think I think I agree with you. Here's the thing, though. I won't hate whoever wins this match because I just think it's going to be a tremendous match.
Oh yeah, I do vote.
It's going to be a tremendous match. TLC match. Sarah Suzuki, Julia. I mean, yeah. This is one of the matches I've actually been looking forward to. And it is next. So let's get the co-main event rocking and rolling. It's time to turn and burn. Co-main event of TWA Ladies Night. Our first ever. And man, what a show it's been. Except for Luke has not paid attention to 3/4 of the show. And Moon and I have had to carry his luggage for him, if you will. How dare you, sir. Jesus Christ. The television champion. And here comes Sarah Suzuki, League of Nations member, former multiple-time champion, singles division and tag team. Would like to once again put gold around her waist. And you could do a lot worse than the television championship, the second oldest championship in TWA history.
For grabs here, and this might be the most highly anticipated title defense in recent memory.
And you can bet these superstars will be looking to kick the new year off with a win here tonight.
Cole, there is no way to understate just how important it is to go into the new year with
B. Jackson was unable to defeat Queen Dust to make that casket match, but Sarah Suzuki could absolutely redeem the evening for the League of Nations here. Fantastic casket match, though. Not gonna lie, Moon, I thought B. Jackson was winning that match, but I was wrong.
Julia.
One of the most anticipated international signings in WWE history.
It's quite, should I say, strange. Seeing as, even though I actually like it at the same time, but it's quite strange to see it. Jackson, even though I've seen her in
Yeah.
the creative promotion, quite strange.
Some would say Julia has already lived up to the hype and continues to do so. Already
It was a surprise. It was a
Yeah.
surprise. You know, she leaves for a week and comes back with a completely altered look, altered attitude. She may not have won the last match, but she's certainly dishing out punishment. That has not changed about B. Jackson. She is certainly dishing it out. She's still going to take names, cash checks, and beat asses. She just wasn't able to get the job done tonight in the casket match. But at the 5th annual WCW Halloween Havoc stream preview, Moon Raider, it will be Queen Dust versus Maxine Kitty for the TWA World's Championship. What do you think about that?
It's once again Team Moon Raider versus Team Honeybee.
It is. It may not be B. Jackson this time. It isn't even Julia. It's not even Sarah Suzuki. Is Maxine Kitty part of the family? That's one thing that I forget.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in store for something special.
One of the craziest moments that I remember in recent history, though, is when Julia turned on B in HCW.
So it's devastating damage, and that's going to linger for the rest of this match.
I was live for that one, because my initial thought was, oh, they're fucked now. She comes out of the ring and takes out B, and I was like, what? What did I just watch? What just happened? Why did it happen? Like, it was crazy.
I had on my show the other day, last Tuesday, well, it was supposed to be last Tuesday, I had Asuka backstabbing Io.
Yeah.
It's going to be a plan for War Games. It is going to be swear it's head him.
Oddly enough, that almost happened recently with the, Asuka slapping Kairi Sane, not Io, but Kairi Sane. They already ousted Io, so. But yeah.
Should I say
now,
Japanese type of culture.
Here's where it gets a little sketchy for Queen Dust, though. Right? Because Queen Dust is not just the TWA World Champion. Is she now?
Try not to fumble around too much here.
So she has another championship that she must defend. And the #1 contender for that championship, as of yesterday, is none other than Roxanne Perez, representing the Judgment Day. Yeah. Roxanne. So Roxanne versus Queen Dust. And then later in the evening, Maxine Kitty versus Queen Dust. To be fair, she's not alone. She's not alone. Jack Stone has to defend his TWA Underground Championship, but he's also now, after yesterday... No, sorry, it was a couple of weeks ago. He is the #1 contender for Mufasa's TWA World's Championship. Yep. It's going to be a very interesting evening. Julia versus Amber Extreme for the WCW World Championship. CM Punk versus Shade for the WCW World Championship. And by that, what is today's date?
15th. Yeah, 15th today.
15th today. Just have a little look-see at something.
Agility like that is what can set you apart from the rest of the locker room.
So, Shade has been WCW World Champion since June the 30th. So he's on his way to becoming the longest reigning WCW World Champion of all time. But he's going to have to get through Halloween Havoc, though. Can he beat? I mean, it is no no easy task. He is against CM Punk. Can he put down Punk and retain that title and go on to become the longest reigning champ? Because B. Jackson was oh so close to it, right? She almost was the one that beat Humboldt's, but then lost to Queen Dust. Now Mufasa, if Shade was to lose his championship, I think the next in line for longest reigning world champion might be Mufasa, because he's been champion. He's been champion since August 24th. So, and that's just our 6 world title matches. There are still tag team titles, right? There's a lot that's going to happen. A lot going down. Legends Championships, the One Championships. Halloween Havoc is going to be absolute pure fire.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of Halloween Havoc going on in my UK as well.
Yeah, LCW Halloween Havoc is going to be a fantastic show. Yeah, Moon, are you doing a Halloween show?
Yeah, I'll be doing. I haven't got anything like matches finalized, but I do have certain things.
So we're going to smell what you got cooking eventually.
Yeah, I do have Sheamus and Rusev, even though they've been working. I've been doing the best of 7 series with them. I've done the Cesaro story, like the Sheamus storyline with them.
Right.
Like you have to close work as a team and shit, and then they get along afterwards. So they face the winner of the World Tag Team title between the White Six and the Street Profits.
White Six versus the Street Profits. Ooh, went for a big flying elbow drop. Julia got out of the way just in time. It's the first thing I saw as soon as I looked up. I was reading the chat to see what was going on in the chat room, but I look up and Sarah Suzuki is airborne, but landed with nobody home though.
Also have a Japan show after Halloween Havoc.
What was that all about?
A Saturday night's main event, possibly.
Julia, I'm not sure what she was gonna. I don't know what move she was gonna perform, but she was about to do something. But Sarah Suzuki, out of nowhere, kind of popped up, almost like Undertaker-ish, but different. Julia stopped. She did. Julia stops right in her tracks, like what the fuck? And Sarah Suzuki takes full advantage. But Julia back on the prowl though. Oh, got her knee right in the face, right to the jaw. She might be out cold here. Julia might be retaining her championship right here.
She's the women's champion on my show.
Julia's women's champion? Nice.
Julia.
I mean, I can understand why. She's fantastic. She's underutilized though. Like, she's
awesome. Why doesn't do fucking anything?
I know. She's been. How long has she been? Moonrader, look up how long Julia has been United States champion for. Because it's been a hot minute. And they. I think she's only defended it 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. Infinite Oni's in the house. Welcome in, Oni. A lot has happened. January was in action earlier. It's been an absolutely fantastic day of matches. Of course, we're at the co-main event now. Oni is now on the broadcast booth too, sneaking up behind us. How dare you, sir?
108 days as the women's US champion.
So 108 days.
In Saudi Arabia.
And only defended it 3 times. Weird, right? It is. It really is. Like, she's great in the ring. I don't understand why they don't utilize her more often. Especially. I'm starting to think the women's division needs an open challenge. Maybe there should. Well, yeah, maybe there should be a championship where it's always an open challenge. I'm not saying call it the open weight championship like they do in other promotions, but, you know, something along those lines. Like a television championship.
Like my LCW hardcore, right?
Yeah, but not hardcore. I mean, hardcore, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, no, you don't want. No, not really.
I like the occasional hardcore match or extreme style rules match, but I was never the biggest fan of the hardcore division. I'm not gonna lie. Especially once they made it a 24/7 championship back in the day, and people were winning it in hotel rooms, you name it. It was stupid. But yeah, so not like a hardcore title, like a television championship or something along that lines. WCW was the only one that ever did the television championship correct. Well, I guess that's not actually completely true, because AWA used to as well, but that was a long time ago.
So you didn't like the hardcore thing?
I wasn't. No, I didn't say I wasn't a fan of the concept of hardcore matches. I said I wasn't a fan of the hardcore championship division. You know, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that many hardcore title matches, or any hardcore matchup that requires there to even be a championship.
Yeah,
but in the end, yeah, it was ridiculous.
Reaching for the prize. Hands must be shaking up there, making it
difficult to capture
glory. He's come too far to come up short now. Getting your hands on the prize.
I mean, I like hardcore wrestling, but I don't want to see it all the time, especially enough that we need a championship for it. I think it should be right time, right place, right purpose. Otherwise, just bring back ECW, I guess. And to be fair, I did watch ECW.
She's going for her destiny, guys.
I mean, EPW is, you know, it's different. It's different. What's a game? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're even fucking talking about. What are you going on about? It's because I don't know either. It's because Mickey's already been on. Country Dominance has already been on. Everything else doesn't matter, Luke. He's lost. I don't give a shit about your matches. They do not matter. How rude, eh? How dare you? Sarah Suzuki is in this matchup. Team Honeybee Wrestling. How dare you not have any respect for Team Honeybee Wrestling? Did you hear that, Oni? No respect for Honeybee Wrestling. That is rude.
Yeah, it looks like the arena, looks very Honeybee-ish.
It does, doesn't it?
She's ready to take this match to the outside. And she heads out to the floor.
Oh, I was about to say, there's my logo.
I mean, they're all over the place. They are there. All over the place.
Although I'm technically not running those shows anyway.
Setting the ladder up in the center of the ring.
I know, right? Well, to be fair, if he goes through with his what he's testing as a concept right now, that's going to be possibly way better. Possibly way better. Well, we just got to put something on Discord, have a sign up and explain what's going on. You know.
Now heading outside, back into the ring here.
You're the only person that can send any interest.
We should turn. You know, what we could do is, instead of using Charlotte Knight, take Melissa Archer and turn her into Mighty Mel.
Well, we talked to Techno yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, I had like a behind-the-scenes deal, and he came out and hung out.
Very cool. Very cool. How'd that conversation go? What'd you guys talk about?
It was alright. He was in my chat room. Like, I was live.
Right. I assumed he rated you, yeah.
He didn't raid me. He just came by.
Oh, he just
got a
came
broken
by?
hand.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. How'd that happen? That's no fun. That is no fun, because I mean, I've never had a broken hand, but I know people that have had them, and they're painful because they take a long time to heal. And that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match, and still your TWA television champion, it is Julia going home with her gold. Successful championship defense for Julia. So congratulations, Julia. That was a lot of Julias in one little, paragraph, phrase, sentence. Holy hell. I felt like I was selling Julia. They did beat the shit out of each other, yeah. Another surprise, though. I actually thought Sarah Suzuki would win that matchup. So that's 2 members of the League of Nations that have lost tonight. 2 members. Great matches, though. Great matches. Sometimes you could have matches where, the person you want to win loses, but it was such a good match, rematch that shit later. It doesn't matter. It was just a great match. Sometimes that happens.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, so Julia is still the TWA television champion. Very interesting. Gosh darn. What, you're going to do what?
Is Mickey James in the match? No, it doesn't matter.
Well, you should have seen when Luke found out that Mickey was in the first match. Because I didn't say anything. Because we were talking about, what we do at the beginning of every show. We, started as a podcast. We're talking about sports, stuff like that. And then I said, well, we should probably, because at that point it was like, I don't know, between 15 and 20 minutes before we even started the first match. So I said, we should probably get that going. I said, the first match is Mickey James. I didn't even barely get Mickey James out of my mouth. He goes, what? Mickey James is first and you're just starting the show now? Fuck, it was funny. And that's why I didn't say anything.
Tone setter.
It was Mickey James versus Bull Nakano. It was a great match. Great match. Both of them have lost to January. Both have lost to January.
That's no surprise.
No surprise. Julia won, but she is wearing a crimson mask. She did not go unscathed. Sarah Suzuki did beat the hell out of her during that. That's why I thought she was going to win. Julia was very crafty. She got sneaky in the end there. Lots of talent in Julia. But anyways, it's main event time. It is main event time. And here we go. Main event of today's show, the first ever TWA Ladies Night, episode 666. Which is weird to say. Even though we all knew it was coming, and we know, it is. It sounds strange to say episode 666. Even if I say 666, it's still weird. It's a little weird, and I'm not even superstitious. But ladies and gentlemen, it is an Iron Vixen matchup. Julia Jackson, representing the League of Nations from Team Honeybee Wrestling, taking on the reigning, defending WCW United States Champion, Victoria. That is what is headlining our show, our first ever TWA Ladies Night. It is time to rock and roll. Let's get things turning and burning. What do you guys think? Is it going to be Julia or Victoria?
I think Victoria's going to beat Minnie Mouse.
Oh, Minnie Mouse.
I'm putting Victoria on to win. I don't know why. She probably won't win, but it's okay. I want to be different.
You think Victoria's going to retain? Okay.
Yeah.
Moon, what about you?
Don't tell B I said that.
Don't tell B I said that. I mean, Odie just called her Minnie Mouse.
On the win, to be fair, so.
Odie called her Minnie Mouse.
I also went against B Jackson as well, didn't I?
Maybe she... I would say maybe she won't watch this match, but I mean, Julia Jackson's in it. So at some point...
She will.
we won't have to tell her. She'll know.
I'm the one who picked my opponent in the first place.
Indeed. Indeed you are.
I mean, Julia Jackson in her favor. No, I'm joking.
One dice.
Anna Jay did not make the cut, according to Victoria and Matthew Ultraviolet. That's just the way it went down.
That is stupidly outrageous.
Stupidly outrageous. So Julia Jackson was the one chosen in favor of. Can she take out Victoria, though, is the question. And she also needs to do something the rest of the League of Nations has not done yet tonight. She needs to go in there and get the job done. She needs to finish Victoria. Can that be done?
Crazy, man.
Bees have
I know I'm going to be wrong.
You're not wrong about that. And she just lost the TWA World's Championship, so she's already got a rivalry. She's in the middle of a rivalry with Queen Dust. But she's lost 2 in a row now to Queen Dust. 2 in a row. Lost the championship and then lost a casket match to Queen Dust. But anyways, Julia Jackson versus Victoria. WCW United States Championship on the line. It is main event time. Let's go. Here we go. I mean, I was actually looking forward to Anna Jay versus Victoria, but Anna Jay was this close to earning, you know, and following the proper criteria necessary, laid out plainly, but lost. She lost her match and lost her championship, and therefore Matthew Ultraviolet and Victoria decided she was not worthy. You got in trouble? What'd you do?
Remember, guys,
okay. Oh, you thought she heard it?
Might just be the night the title changing hands.
Well, Honeybee sent him a message. He thought maybe it was about a certain. Yes. Rocky was like, I'm going to tell her. How dare you, Rocky? How dare you? By the way, speaking of Rocky, we all know that from Death Authority, Team Death Authority, you know them. You hear all about them, don't you, Oni? Do you know who Death Authority is, Oni? Mad Dog, of course. Mad Dog, of course, challenged Elijah Archer to a one-on-one contest. So did Zach Payne. However, Zach Payne was in a #1 contendership match yesterday, so he was not facing. So Mad Dog, however, did face Archer. He did face Archer. That was the main event of the house show matches. That was the main event of the house show matches. Did you watch that match, Rocky Cross? How dare you challenge a member of the coalition? Much less the one, Elijah Archer. That was ghastly at very best. Disgusting. Skanky. Stink. Crap. Dino Dung-tastic. I mean, I can keep naming shit all night. But it was just bad. And that did not work out in Death Authority's favor, now did it? It did not. By the way, everybody can watch that. Everybody can watch that match right after the show. Go to house show matchups and discussions, and the match is there, or just stay right here on YouTube. And you know, it's here on YouTube. Imagine that. It is also here on YouTube, where we are right now live. Mad Dog versus Elijah Archer. You definitely want to watch that.
You can feel the tension here tonight. Definitely a big fight feel.
That is absolutely outrageous that you just said that.
Said what?
I'll just try to
I don't even know what I said.
I didn't say it, really.
Mickie James was the tone setter of the day. It's been so long, Luke. Do you miss her? Did you miss her? It's been a couple hours since you've seen her. But you did get to see Fallon Henley, though, and Alexis James. So that must have been... They did. They did. They are now double tag team champions. They defeated the Judgment Day. Became the TWA Underground Tag Team Champions.
That's just there, that Fallon Henley.
Yes, I watched it, and Mad Dog wants a rematch.
Agility like that, easier said than done, gentlemen. Oh, forearm club.
I'll give Mad Dog credit though. That son of a bitch. I was literally like, what in the fuck? Archer gave him 2 AKOs inside of about 2.5 minutes, and that bastard kept getting back up. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little. No, he did. Did you watch it? It was actually a really good match.
I might watch it possibly afterwards.
Yeah, it actually was a really good match. I actually at one point thought, fuck me, he can't beat Mad Dog. Because Mad Dog just kept getting up and up and up, and I'm like, holy shit, what is that guy on? Like, what are they feeding him? But then Archer finally got him. But I don't know. I don't know if Archer would want a rematch right away, that's for damn sure. Might accept one eventually, but I don't know if, he's not a fan of concussions and brain damage, so. He's not a fan. But Mad Dog lost. LOST lost. 0-1 against Archer, he is. That's okay. Many people have lost to Archer. Unfortunately, most of those same people turn around and beat him probably more than once, but that's not the point. It is not the point I am trying to make. It is not. But anyways. Wait a minute. B didn't even get to take her coat off. Or not B, Julia. I said B, it's Julia.
Victoria should pull up. We'll just feel upset if Victoria wins.
If Victoria, well, I was going to say she is the champion, so how do you consider an upset if the champion defends? It's an upset at this point, after things that have transpired over the past several weeks. At this point, it would actually be an upset if Julia actually won, to be honest. League of Nations have not had the greatest of luck lately. However, they did get back to their winning ways yesterday in that tag team matchup. Looked like the B and Sarah Suzuki of old in that match. Like they just click. They just click. But today, though, perhaps not at 100% due to yesterday's tag team matchup. I don't know, but Queen Dust was able to get the job done. Sealed B. Jackson in a casket.
Oh, she's got Julia for the women's championship at my next TLE street review, like it's called, is
WrestlePalooza?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not Crapapalooza like, the WWE's version.
Oh no, I have like...
Stinkapalooza.
I have Julia versus B. Jackson.
Trash Heapishapalooza.
Queen Dust versus the Android Charlotte Flair.
Nice. The Android Charlotte Flair?
Yeah, I call her the Android. I think she's got better now. That means she's not cringy. She was.
Are we talking about Charlotte Flair?
Off script. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but when you said that, I just escaped that and I heard.
As the Terminator. Oh, you're talking about her vocal skills and stuff. Because I was thinking to myself, how do you consider, because technically speaking, she's, if you're really just looking at her wrestling ability, she's fucking phenomenal. But yeah, she's boring as fuck. Yeah. You're not wrong. I said for years John Cena should be too. They could still use him. John Cena would make a perfect Terminator. He literally has the look. You know what? I wonder why they never thought of using him for a new Conan movie. Well, other than the fact that Arnold Schwarzenegger kept saying they were going to do King Conan, which is of course an aged Conan at that point, looking to defend his kingdom against younger rival. But I don't even know if that's ever going to happen. Jason Momoa did a good Conan movie. I was surprised they didn't do another one there, but...
Julia got a fall.
Julia did get a fall, I seen that. That's 1-0 for the challenger. Iron Vixen. How
person?
Oh, how dare you call them men? That you dirty bastard, you. You should be ashamed. Yeah, I was gonna say you lie. Lie like a dog. He does not apologize. It's like when you're in a conversation and you're talking to a couple girls and you say, bye guys, you don't mean, hey, I think you're men. They are. Which is also, that's probably not acceptable anymore either. It's not human anymore. It's Hugh people. Hugh peeps. Heoples. Pumans. I don't know. Something else.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Anyways. Anyway the wind blows. Nobody? How dare all of you. 2 fucking British people on here. Don't even finish the song.
Well, always within the first
second, maybe even third win.
You say what? Are you both? Yeah, usually. By the way, Oni, I don't think you were here. But anyways, Honeybee was actually on the broadcast booth today.
Yeah, she told me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was at work, and he told me he was at the broadcast. I'm like,
I just wanted to rub it in a little.
Oh,
2 count only.
I'm like,
you and I both, Byron.
Still 1-0. Actually, it would have been, what you should have said is, sir, I gotta take a break. But just got and watched the show. Only, why was your break so long? Why was your goddamn break so long? Well, sorry, it was TWA Ladies Night. First time ever. Had to watch it. Sorry about your business suffering because I wasn't available. Oh, shit. Yeah, no. No, yeah, you don't want to fuck that job up. Forget what I said. Still another 2 count. Victoria just can't keep Julia's shoulders down. 1-0 it remains for the challenger. Victoria's giving it her all. That is true. That is true. She can retain champion's advantage. I was just going to say she can retain due to champion's advantage. A draw is a win for the champion, technically speaking. Oh! Damn. 630 splash by Julia Jackson. 2-0 now for Julia Jackson.
Yeah, you might want in the room, right?
Julia is up 2-0 over the reigning defending champion.
6 minutes from
It could turn around. Big elbow to the face by Victoria. This is just going back and forth here now. Exchange after exchange. Nice spine buster. $3-0.
Victoria retained it.
So much to Victoria.
I believe she's defended once.
Sent to the outside. It's about to get worse. It's not going to be safe
Why
out there at all.
Julia. I know, I said the same thing. I went right to B for some reason. But this was the second attire for Julia Jackson. I didn't realize that the jacket just remained during the matchup. I mean, it's kind of cool.
You gotta be burning up.
Gotta be hot, yeah. Gotta be hot. That'd explain all the sweat, I suppose. And to be fair, it looks like Victoria is also sweating all over the place. As they should, I suppose. I think Victoria, though, she doesn't want to count out. She wants to put Julia down. She wants to put Julia down.
You don't have to win by count out, but she can score by count outs.
She can.
How fucking dare you?
Apparently not good enough for Victoria, though. She does not want to score by count out, but she very well could have. She very well could have.
Now look at this laser focus. She's looking to put this to bed.
Oh, out the back door.
Big club. Gets him out of
Ooh, elbow right to the nose. That's how many elbows is poor Julia going to take to the face tonight? Good God. Oh, Widow's Peak. That's going to be a fall right there, guaranteed. Yes, sir. 2-1. 3.5 minutes remaining. Victoria's right back on the prowl. Oh, look at this. Look at the power of Victoria. Double choke slam.
We're getting into deeper waters, and it looks like someone is pulling away from the pack. Maintaining their aggression will be their best strategy.
Oh, Victoria's going upstairs here.
From the top.
Ooh, a big double axe handle right to the back of the neck. Brutal. And she's going up again. She's going up again. Yo. Oh, she missed. Victoria missed. Julia back to her feet. Kicks Victoria right in the lippies. Wow. Doesn't matter how many times she does it, it's still impressive to watch. 3-1. 2.5 minutes remain.
The Jacksons are so, the Jacksons are really good at these type of wrestling.
They are, yeah. Oh, look at this. 3-2, just like that. Took less than 10 seconds. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh. Oh, she's going to tie it. It's going to be 3-3. It is 3-3. Wow. Can you believe that?
That's insane, that.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a
man, oh man. I gotta tell you, we gotta do more. I mean, obviously tonight's card was stacked to the nuts because it's our first TWA Ladies Night. But we definitely gotta do more Ladies Nights. Man, these guys have just put on a spectacle today. Right from the very first match, our tone setter, all the way to the main event. Every match has been fantastic. And you notice that the women don't get counted out? At least not very often. How often do the men get counted out? I mean, look at the Coalition. They lost 2 matches in a row to the New Age Outlaw because they couldn't stay in the fucking ring. Mind you, they were beating people up outside the ring, but, you know, you do that in the ring. It is not falls count anywhere, you morons. First it was Ethan Page, then it was Archer. Good Lord. Glad MJF is back, which is, of course, Archer's original partner.
Might be a good strategy. You get a quick count out, get to the ring, you win the title.
Victoria's going to retain.
I think so, too.
brought back into the ring from the floor now.
I think so, too. 40 seconds remaining. Julia looking for another fall here for sure. Oh, Hurricanrana.
Victoria's being taken
Hurricanrana.
Victoria's not showing the capacity to fight back.
Less than 30 seconds remaining, and Julia on the attack. Oh, nice retaliation by the champion. Oh, she didn't even try to pin her. She didn't even try to pin her. Wow. That's crazy.
I'm still champion.
That's crazy. She didn't even try to pin her right there. She could have won.
What the fuck is going on there?
I don't know.
Why didn't he eye?
Oni, can you believe that? Julia, like, gave that away. Like, she could have beat her right there. What the hell? Imagine being in the locker room of League of Nations later. Conversation between...
Why did he attempt to pin at 10?
I don't know. I do not know. I'm still a little flabbergasted about how that all went down right there. Julia had her beat. Likely would have got the 3 count. Likely would have got that 3 count. And we would have had a new United States champion. But as it is, it was a draw. Wait a minute, yeah, they're acting like there was a victory here. It should have been a draw.
That doesn't sound like Victoria music.
Did Julia somehow win the title? But it was a draw, though.
Well, her music's playing now in the background. So.
Here is your winner.
What?
Oh wow, Julia actually won that.
Did we miss a fall? I was pretty sure we got them all.
I was so
3 to 3. Yeah, that should have been 3-3 draw.
Just at the right time.
Tonight, a new
Man, oh man.
Julia Jackson gets the win.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match, apparently. I mean, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that because I was pretty sure we had all the falls in order, and it was 3 to 3, which would have been a draw, which means champion's advantage. But we either missed one or Victoria got screwed. If Victoria got screwed, we're in an Aleister Black, Eric Dangerous situation where we're going to have an undisputed WCW champion, United States champion. If we missed a fall, well, shame on us, I guess. But I don't remember missing anything.
I don't remember missing
like,
or anything like that.
But our new WCW United States champion, representing the League of Nations and Honeybee Wrestling, it is Julia Jackson with a win over Victoria. And she is going home with the gold. What a show, what a main event. That was just again, we got to do some more ladies' nights for sure. Because even our 3 non-title matches tonight were fire. So if this is what we can expect out of the Vixen Villains every time we have a ladies' night, yeah. Yeah, that was good. It was good. It was good. Very good.
I thought they were going to, I thought she had a big now,
Rocky says it was 4 to 3 to Julia. You missed the first 2. How can we miss the first 2 if we thought it was 3-3, not 4-3, you numbskull? Where the fuck are you doing Steiner math here? Are you trying to do Steiner math? What's happening? We would have missed 1. Well, yeah, I know. That's what I just said. 1. You said 2. Oh my God, he's pulling some sort of Steiner math shit on us right now. He's trying to use the Luke or not the Luke. Oh shit, sorry Luke. I just kind of put you in the same category with Rocky here. How dare I? How dare I? But anyways, that's crazy. I'm still going back to watch that match. I don't care. I want to see it for myself. We can't believe you. You told us Mad Dog was going to beat Archer. How dare you? Lied to us. Misled us. Misguided us. Disgusting. Gaslight. How dare you, Rocky Cross? But anyways, that is it. That is all for TWA Ladies Night. First time ever. What a spectacle. 10 matches of Pure Fire. 7 championship matches. And it was a good time. Great matches. Good time. Great vibes. But it's that time of day. You don't have to go home. You do have to get the fuck out of my channel. We'll see everybody next time for, I believe, what is our next show? Is it WCW or TWA Underground? I forget. I think it's WCW, isn't it?
You're on shows, don't forget.
I know, right? I'm trying to remember. I believe it's WCW that is next, because we just had Wrestle Wars Genesis, yes? Yes, we did. So WCW will be our next show. So keep your eyes peeled on Discord for day, time, location, and all that fun stuff. But that is it. That is all for ladies' night. You shut your mouth, you cunt fish. You should have never taught me that. I'm just going to use it all the time. I'm going to call you a cunt fish just for fun.
I call you friends in real life, cunt fishes.
But thanks for coming out. Lovely parting gifts next time, everybody. We'll see you for WCW. Later. Goodbye. Sayonara. A biento. Au revoir. Get the fuck out.